Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I do have a question. I saw you slip in there just as it started, Buck. You were still late. Fired.
I did what I could to get here on time. I was trying to get the camera right because it was fuzzy as hell when I first turned it on. So I was like, let me get that situated.
All right, well, I'm joking for Players Wanted. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinistar Customs. See what I did here? I know. We
It's a
can't hear
good
you, by the
intro.
way, Virtue, but I got the intro down.
Yeah, wait, what? Can't hear me?
Yeah, we
Now
can
I
hear you
can.
now. You're good.
Oh, I didn't say anything the first time. That's why you didn't hear me.
Oh,
Dumbass.
you mouthed something. And below, of course, hi, Buck.
The man with the terrible mouth.
Yeah, watch your language, sir. No need to demonetize just yet.
Already cussed twice. We're off to a great start, boys.
So we're going to talk quite a bit about tonight about events. We're going to talk about upcoming events, past events, the best and the worst that we've been to. So if you're a production company or something like that, or if you're somebody that threw on an event that we went to that we start talking bad about, understand it's not personal. We're just talking about it. And you should know better if your event was not good and anything else. But one of the first things I want to talk about is something I talked about last week, where somebody by the name of Oasis Airsoft decided that they were going to take a whole bunch of my videos and cut them into their videos, which evidently their YouTube game is strong because their videos jumped up to, by the time I had stopped, by the time like I resolved a lot of stuff, he was at 95,000 subscribers, started at 82,000. So over the course of the week, the guy gained quite a bit, and it was Airsoft Oasis. Now, I typically don't have too much of a problem with somebody taking some of my videos and putting them on there because that's what YouTube is. I mean, that's what TikTok is. People take your videos all the time, Twitch or whatever. What I would like, though, is credit for the video. If you're going to take my stuff, at least give me credit and refer back to it, so at least I get some sort of traction on my own. Especially when you take like one of his videos was like 82% my videos that he mashed together, and what he did was he put an audio track over the stuff, so the audio is what I guess YouTube really triggers off of, and because of that. It did not. I did not get a YouTube like I got one now, matching videos, Moondog R&D, and I'll just go ahead and archive that instead of request removal. But it's he just it just got past like the YouTube check, so I sent the person a message on like his thing and all that because he said that he didn't own only his clips, it's all on there, but I was never credited. So followed the process, contacted it on IG, nothing. So after waiting about 4 days, I decided to start putting in copyright strikes. I also posted my frustrations on Facebook, and that started a bunch of people that were going, oh yeah, they stole a bunch of our content. I was like, let's just do a bunch of strikes against this guy, because if he's stealing our content, let's put it up there until he gets proper recognition. Well, most people said, oh, nothing's going to happen. All right, I'll do it. I'll do one or two. Well, something did happen. And this is what happened. All of my videos that he stole from Airsoft Oasis have been taken down. When you go to his YouTube page, he has no videos. He deleted everything. And the reason why this happened was, with that many copyright strikes coming in such a short period of time, he got fully demonetized. Not like how we joke around about getting demonetized and the video goes from, from the nice, lovely, like we'll do it right here, from the lovely little green ones you want to see to yellow.
Look, I'm sorry. I know I cuss.
Wait, there's one for you right there. The nice big fat red. So usually if you get this, the copyright claims and all that, like, so when you go to see the details and all that, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Channel impact not affected, because we used, we just won't get any ad thing there. But what ultimately happened to him was his channel was impacted because once he realized he wasn't going to monetize these videos anymore, his entire channel came crashing down. So I just want to give a heads out there. If you're a content creator, I don't care how small you are, I don't care how big you are. If somebody's using your content without your consent and they're not giving you at least the proper credit for your content, it's fight back. Especially if you're if somebody like is much bigger than you is taking your content and putting up there, they don't reference you. Smack back with a hey, at least give me credit. If they still don't give you credit, put a copyright claim in. Just because they have 100,000, 200 million, 5 million followers or subscribers, it's irrelevant. That's still your content. All right. So that's what I'm going to say for everybody that's going through and doing this. Protect your stuff, unless you're like, hold on one second. Huh. Interesting. It's some of the stuff that's on here is kind of interesting. I got to deal with that later. So yeah, just protect your stuff. So with that being said, how is everybody today? Now you're talking and we can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm working on Buck's new intro, and I didn't want it to play before it's ready.
Oh.
So I am exhausted. My day started off with chaos because I have to rearrange my entire house in 4 days, and our city had a power blackout today.
Oof.
I saw your post, and I was like, ooh, looks like somebody's having a good day today.
Yeah, the electrician showed up to rewire our studio space outside, but there's no power, so they could do all the work, but they couldn't test their work.
They couldn't test anything.
Yeah. But I'm excited and stoked because one of the biggest shows of the year for me is coming up. That is Gen Con in Indiana.
I am still waiting to find out. I'm still trying to find out if I'm going to be going to C2E2 with the Battle Bus. So I should have an answer by the end of this week. So I might be going to Chicago with the Battle Bus.
I've been arguing with real estate agents all day.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, it's been ideal.
Let's see. Set up your membership offer. There's interesting, cool stuff that you can sometimes find if you just start clicking around inside of YouTube.
All right.
Awesome. I'm going to be starting on that tonight after the stream, so I'm not distracted because squirrel. Anyways, guys, there is something I also want to show off like right away. Sometimes when you're going through and you're doing videos and you're trying to make montages or whatever to try to get some cool stuff up for YouTube and all that, you discover some other things. Like I discovered I could do 10-minute long videos on TikTok. So
what?
I can. It's an ability I have now. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Players One TikTok page, there'll be a 10-minute video going up. At 9 a.m. tomorrow on YouTube, that same video is going to go up, but there's going to be subtle changes between the two videos. But as I was searching through and going through a lot of the video, I was just, and you guys are going to want to watch it. It's me falling down a lot.
A compilation of
so just so you know, the Benny Hill theme is public domain.
Well, I'll give you guys a snippet of some of the stuff I took from, right? So I found this one video and I was like, you know what? I really got to put this up on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook Shorts because it's a really good video. I want to say back in 2019 of me running around and just plugging people with the shotgun.
Get it.
The fuck?
How many times I got hit you? You're not shooting. You still haven't hit me.
One question: what shotgun is that, and where can I get it?
It's the Jagarm shotgun, the Jagarm scattergun, and I have 2 up there.
Jesus.
Oh, no kidding.
I love the scattergun.
So to talk about the scattergun first, like in addition with that, let's talk about the scattergun first. That thing is a great gun. It's heavy. Is its only problem. Yeah, I need to get one looked at because it's got a leak again.
I sent you Buck's new intro, by the way.
Okay.
Oh God. Do I want to know?
Oh God, that's so going up.
Oh Lord.
Oh God. Yes. All the yes. Downloads. There we go. So lo and behold, everybody that's sitting here watching and all that, we're gonna go ahead and put up Buck's video as soon as it's done processing. And look, it's done processing.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is that it? God damn it.
I'll make you an actual one. You just got to talk to me later.
That's fine. I'm not super.
It's got to be like the epic intro from the guys that brought you the Top Gun Maverick. We bring you the most exciting, epic new individual on the channel.
Hi. Hey, pick up! I didn't even realize I've had Destiny running this entire time, and I didn't even realize until the music got loud.
All right.
Nailed it. So it's the Golden Eagle Gas by Echo One and Jag.
No, it's the Jagarms SPX. XPX is
It's the
one.
first gen. The Golden Arms one's the second or third generation of the same gun, and it's actually gotten worse.
You want to get an older generation.
Yeah, the new ones are actually worse because they try to.
They
have a tendency to leak gas.
It's the other way around. The newer ones don't leak gas. The older ones leak gas. So
the older ones leak gas, but the newer ones, they fix the gas leak. But because they fix the gas leak, you get less gas efficiency.
Okay.
I'd rather have less gas efficiency and actually have gas for the game.
So
bro.
So they're shell, but it doesn't look like you're ejecting a single shell throughout that entire thing.
No. Your shell holds 30 rounds, and you can either do 6 or 3 shot. So you either have 10 or 6 shots.
What the?
I mean, if you want shell ejecting, I do have a Cam 870 sitting in there.
You don't.
Oh no, I'm not looking for that. That's just sick.
Shell ejecting shotguns always make me cringe a little bit because you're literally having them fly away, and then you have to go around and police your shells.
I actually have a shell catcher for mine because I got sick of that.
But what I like is I can just go da 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 da, or I can just get the M4 adapter, slap that bad boy in there, and just be like, ha ha.
That is so cringe.
The one
Coming from a guy that runs an
M4
M4 adapter on my pistol, there's one thing that really makes me cringe. That's M4 adapters on shotguns.
Too bad. So sad.
Literally defeats the purpose of a shotgun's existence.
I just hate that you have key mod on your shotgun.
Well, you got to remember, when those first came out, M-Lock wasn't an option. It wasn't really huge in the airsoft market yet.
No.
I don't even care. Key mod just sucks.
Hey, man, it's what we had.
This is true, but it still doesn't make it any
And
less
what I
terrible.
found also was that anytime you put any sort of attachment on that front of the on the slide, to help you with better grip and all that,
It
it
didn't
only
help.
makes it worse. It
Yeah.
only makes it worse. So it's like I don't even leave anything on there. I'll put attachments and everything else on the one shotty,
Yeah,
like the
it's because it's a
flashlight and
free
stuff.
floating slide, so any weight at all added to the pump unbalances it and it turns it into crap.
Yeah.
I'm just
So-
gonna get the Reaper version. That thing was
So
sick.
tonight, our main topic that we're going to talk about is the best and worst events we've been to, right? So, I really want to start this off with a positive. We're going to do a lot of sandwiching, okay? So we're going to say, all right, let's talk about the first best event, first worst event.
We're gonna do
Best,
the HR
worst.
sandwich.
We're gonna make this bitch like huge.
All right, we're gonna make a Big Mac. All right, let's roll.
So my most recent best game that I've been to, has to honestly be Syndicate 2. Now, Bad Blood ranked up there, right? I had a lot of fun at Bad Blood and everything else, but Syndicate 2 was probably one of my most fun recent experiences that I've been at, just because the level of immersion and everything else I did inside that event. We had quite a few people there. Evidently, we're not allowed to talk about the actual numbers, but we had a huge amount of people at this event. We sold out. We had all sorts of craziness going on, especially on Saturday. There was all sorts of awesome firefights and everything else that was going on. I got captured like 4 times. And when I got captured, the level of hands-on I allowed was on my body was actually pretty high. And it was kind of awesome, just the level of interactions that I had with the people there, and they were like, some of them loved it, some of them hated it, but that's airsoft. So, Sin, what was one of your most recent ones?
Oh, most recent. It wasn't actually an event. If we're going to talk about the best we've had, oddly enough, it was. I didn't even play. It was Traders Day down at Fallen Warrior just recently, and it's usually a buy sell trade event, which usually brings out all kinds of people. Like the guy that has a bunch of cheap stuff that he found in his basement that he's trying to get like 3 times the actual cost for, kind of people. But this year, everybody's prices were reasonable. Nobody like inflated anything. The gameplay that was going on during Traders Day, we actually didn't have any issues. Like there was no people yelling at each other, no people cussing. It was just a beautiful day of airsoft and the airsoft community, like all around. Like you walk through tables and everything was reasonably priced. People were bartering, things were moving, and there was a ton of young kids that didn't know anything about the sport that came out and learned things. It was a good time. Like I kind of regret injuring myself and I didn't get to play, but like I heard so many people coming off and coming back later in the day going, that was the best game I've ever had. Like it for me, the community event itself made it awesome. Buck, tag, you're it.
What?
Does Buck even play airsoft, bro?
He does something, I think.
Unfortunately, other than Bad Blood, I mostly just go to open plays. So I've been having a lot of fun at Capital Combat Zone and just a few pickup games here and there. But back in like 2014, I used to hit a bunch of local events, and that was about it.
I mean, if we're not going off of recent, Rev 8 was my all-time favorite event.
We're going to get to all-time favorites and all that, but I want to really talk about some. All right, let's talk about some bad events. Right, let's talk about some bad events. I guess possibly the worst event that I've been to, I didn't even play at because when I got there, it was just too dangerous. It was Nuke Atlanta. This was a LARP style event that was usually using Nerf and then decided to add airsoft without thinking of the consequences of adding. So when I'm going through, I'm standing there, we're getting set up and all that. Next thing you know, I start seeing the people's iPro, and I'm like, my gun's gonna punch right through that. And no. So then as we're about to get the game going, there's so many people standing around with their guns on, and they have no iPro on. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I personally can't do this. I would feel like a horrible piece of shit if I suddenly said something or shot through somebody's iPro and took out their eyes. I couldn't handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Did we lose chat, or is everybody just quiet?
That's what I'm wondering.
Quiet today. Are you fully linked up there, Joker?
I mean, I'm showing both of us.
I've got my streams going. They're going.
Yeah,
I'm on. It's just for some reason it does not look like I could post to YouTube. What the hell's going on?
I've got my streams going. They're going.
Oh shit! I know what happened.
Yeah, I just did a test on YouTube.
Oh shit! I know what happened. Hold on a second.
All right, guys, bear with us. Rawr. But yeah, no, dude, I would have left too, man. Like, I don't.
That's dangerous. That sounds.
I don't own any guns. Like, even my haters would like punch through cheap iPro. Like,
all right. I know it did it.
What?
It's the perk system.
yeah, okay, because Smurf just replied on the regular channel. I'm watching 10 different restreams, and YouTube is on the only one that anyone is chatting in, but we can't see it. So, you guys, we apologize. We can't see that right now.
I've got you guys pulled up, so if you guys are saying words, I can see you. I've got you up on the screen here.
Starcy talking about eyes being shot out makes people quiet.
Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong.
All right, let me go through these real quick, guys. Edit.
All right, great event. Gert says, great event Sunday. I shot someone in the balls less than 5 feet away and got double tapped in the butt by Papa. To be fair, Papa could probably only see past your butt.
Wait, where were you, Gert?
Yeah, where were you at, Gert? Brad lies. It sounds like a unicorn. Hey, Thomas, what's up? Darcy, what's up?
All right, this is going to be weird.
Hey, restream's being weird. What are the odds?
It's not restream. It's actually, it's my fault. Customize default perks. I was messing around with the perks like I said I was going to, and of course, that happened. So I did. I screwed it up. Let's see. Start.
Oh, while you're dealing with that, worst event I ever went to recently, hands down, Mere Tacticals event they put on in Chicago. They had about a little over 100 players on the field, 3 refs that had no radios and did not communicate to each other. So rules were changing on the fly as objectives are being taken. Like we took the objective, we're holding it. One of the refs comes in and goes, no, wrong building. You guys are supposed to be fighting for that objective. So I'm like, screw it. We push out, take that objective. The head ref comes over and goes, you guys are losing because they took the objective. And I'm like, which building is it?
I think
they ran chrono really freaking weird. If you chronoed there previously in the month, you didn't have to chrono again, which is insane.
Ooh. Thomas Mullen, that's yikes.
You guys are watching. You guys are seeing it on the YouTube.
Yeah, we've got it up on YouTube right now. That sounds awful. Personally, I've worked on stuff for almost 10 years with no issues, but I guess I've just been lucky. Yeah, guess so.
Whew, that sucks.
Ugh, yeah, no, that's very lucky, though. Very, very lucky.
But yeah, no, it was just a very poorly run event. And like the second Evo, they put out these flags that we had to capture. Originally, they said blue team has to capture blue flag, red team has to capture red flag. Well, we collected all of our flags and were informed that we had the wrong flags. When I complained about it, I was told I could leave. So I packed up my stuff and I left.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Let's try this again.
I think my worst, most recent experience was unfortunately at Capital Combat Zone. For those of you that are from the Albany area, we were doing a they call it flip stick. It's they put a post in double side, whichever side has it. So we're playing flip stick and got to the last section of the match. This is actually the reason why it was day banned once. One of them they apparently have a rule that once you get to the final countdown, they count down the last 30 seconds. There becomes a no minimum engagement distance, and you can rush to the other side and just absolutely start tearing people up. Now, that day, we had an HPA that was shooting hot, and a bunch of them. We had, I want to say, like 3 or 4 guys, and they were all speed softers. They were all kitted out with their dyes and their speed soft patches and all that crap. So I was running with 2 other guys, and there were a bunch of kids on my team because it was their birthday. This was like their birthday thing. They were coming out for the open play. So this speed softer bum rushes the kids. Absolutely just full-fledged runs at these kids. And I see this guy absolutely light up a kid from wrist to neck. And this kid got one right here, and it started bleeding. I saw this guy, and I punched him in the face. I was not
I'm not that we're condoning punching people in the face. However,
but if you see someone light up a 9-year-old, hands off, bro. He's mine. I'm not having it.
Oh, no. That's a really weird rule. That's a very unsafe rule. To be
fair,
I
literally talked to the refs after. They were like, "Listen, we got to day ban you, but let's have a conversation." So the refs pulled me aside. We had a full conversation. The rest of my guys still kept going out, hung out. Those 2 guys got banned because they were literally hurting people, and they eliminated the rule because it was causing a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's not about trouble because like even like my TK-45, if you tell me there's no minimum engagement distance, that's an AEG. It's still gonna suck.
You're gonna bleed.
That's crazy. Joker's still playing around with chat.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to fix it, guys. I'm sorry.
But we can see you guys if you guys post something up. It may be a bit of a delay before you can respond because the internet.
I have to watch at 2 different spots now. I'm going to try. I'll be right back. Thank you. Did you really bring me Chinese food with a fork and not a pair of chopsticks?
You heathen.
Heresy.
Be right back.
Yay.
But there's like good events, there's bad events. There's, in my opinion, I personally would rather go to a bad event than a mediocre event because at a mediocre event, I feel like I wasted my money and my time. Bad event, at least I learned something like not to do or get mild amusement.
But did it work? Did it work is my only question.
I don't know. Somebody type something so we can test this.
Nope. How was it working at the start and then it stopped working?
Because I'm trying to set stuff up for the memberships. All right. So I was in there messing with the memberships and
thanks, Brad.
And you activate the memberships and you know what happens? It really screws up the chat because one of the perks is member only live stream chats.
Yikes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Long story short, Joker broke the internet.
I broke it again.
That's something you should probably do for like a Patreon exclusive type thing. Like,
Well, that's essentially what this is. YouTube subscriptions is essentially Patreon. Now,
no, like I meant like there should be like a subscription only like video
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it.
What's
Subscribe.
up, Warshak?
well, that's the thing. It's like there's a crap ton of perks, and I guess while we're sitting here talking, we want to be able to support you guys, plus also support the channel, right? So there's a bunch of stuff that we can do to do this. I mean, the more that we do, the more we can do giveaways and everything else. So I'm
Let us
actually
know how you guys want us to run it. We should do it like that. Like, do you guys like Patreon? Do you like the YouTube subscription feature? Do you guys want us to do it on Twitch? Things like that.
well, we have no Twitch following. just
I'm just saying we need to start playing zombies together on Twitch. I found out I've been playing the wrong zombies. I've been playing on Vanguard, and everybody else has been playing on Cold War. So I got to start over.
Sorry, just excuse me while I vomit profusely. You played it on Vanguard, my boy?
I like the guns on Vanguard, and everything I had in Warzone and everything else carried over to Vanguard. Like everything I
Which
unlocked.
made no sense.
I thought it was awesome.
I'll give you the props that
carries
like,
over to
it's
Cold
kind
War,
of
but my
cool.
unlocks don't.
It carries across a bunch, all of them. Black Ops, Modern Warfare, and Vanguard are all running on the same leveling system now and the same battle pass.
Well, my Prestige carried over to Cold War, but none of my battle pass, but none of my unlocks did.
Let me try deleting member only live stream. See if that fixes it.
All right, we've got the Facebook going up now, at the very least. The punch in the face to the guy was justified. Thank you. It was only a day ban because they also saw it as justified.
You know, you need to watch yourself, sir. I mean, you're violent.
I am violent for a purpose. If I have to get to that level, it is for a purpose.
Let's see here.
I mean, so Joker's the loudmouth. I'm the sarcasm. He's the fist. Together we make a fully functional adult. By our powers combined.
I will
The
body
crappiest version of Voltron you've ever seen.
Oh, we're doing good. Yeah, Facebook user. I have no idea where that's coming in. Is that your Facebook?
I have no idea. Look, I can only look at.
I was talking to Buck, you self-centered bum.
Damn.
Oh. It's probably on.
Erection
It's probably on one of my on one of the either the Central Penn Mill Sim ones.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
normally I would tell you to hop over to the YouTube channel, but right now we can't see those cats.
We can. We just have to do it in an ass backwards way where we can watch a live chat going on over there.
Here, wait. Why don't we do it like this?
I actually used my Twitch subscription for Players One it this month. Hey, we got one subscriber apparently on Twitch.
Yeah, I have one. Let's see. What's our numbers on Twitch now?
Everybody hop over to this Twitch channel. Go for it. That way we can actually see you guys.
Well, I mean, they could go on our Twitch channel too, but
that I just posted your Twitch channel, Jack.
I'm not looking at it. I'm going through to see what we have.
Bradwell says,
"To mind that is your call. I'm going to promote his though because it's on his YouTube and this is his podcast." So
okay, they're coming in on the Geigerlands community page apparently.
Gotcha. I'm your only designation, not all three of you. Look, also, that's very accurate. Okay. So before we start talking about like the next positive thing, I want to talk about some of the events that we're going to be doing. All right. So we're going to be intermixing things here. We have Geigerlands coming up in a little over a month. It's going to be at the prison.
For footage.
Now, we actually we do not have a lot of tickets for this sold. A lot of people have been up in the air about, can they travel to it and everything else. I don't know where you guys are at, but gas prices are finally starting to come down in my area. So I was able to get gas for under $4 a gallon today.
I have a note on that when you're done with your thing.
Remember, apolitical stream, sir.
I understand. I just have a note. I'll explain after. Go for it. Remember, I did political science while I was in college.
So did I.
Many other things.
So, I mean, the Geigerlands is actually going to be a really fun event. If you guys want something unique that you're not going to see at a lot of Milsim events that are doing, it's going to be a wasteland post-apocalyptic type game. Think Fallout, think Division, any of those things that you want to do. It's a free-for-all event, You can camp out on the AO in some really cool areas. It's essentially a nonstop event. We'll have an announcement on it on Thursday about ticket prices, but if we don't get a certain number of tickets by August 5th, we have to cancel the event. Because we won't be right. Because as of right now, we're not even able to pay for the facility. So then there's a lot of stuff that goes into this style event and everything else that we really have to build up for. So, if you guys really want to go to a very unique, very awesome event, go to obhmilsom.com, check out the Geigerland tickets. The rule sets are there. We have some pretty awesome vendors coming. Jackal Tactical is going to be there. Amped Airsoft, On the Go Surplus are all confirmed to be there. They're all going to be on the AO with their trailers, so you guys can purchase while you're on the field. So I would definitely check out. Okay, so I can set up my tent in Ghost Ground Zero. Yes, you can. Now, there's certain cell blocks that you guys can camp out in. There's certain buildings you can't camp out in. But if you want to pitch a tent, there'll be certain areas that are going to be marked off and pre-designated for some safety stuff and all that. So, what the hell? Why is this not working right? Maybe this might fix it. Hey, Virtue, why don't you talk a little bit about Geigerlands for a second while I try fixing this? Really? That's interesting. Talk all you want, bro.
You
can't hear a single thing you're saying.
All right, take two.
There we go.
All right, so it's going to be about 52 hours of actual gameplay. You got bopper combat going on during the day in your role play events. There's going to trigger we're going to reset and allow airsoft guns on the field, Nerf guns on the field. So you can pew pew. It's going to be a limited ammo event, so you have to make sure those shots count. You're going to be able to purchase more ammo for caps on the field from specific NPCs. Then there's going to be a world event triggered, which causes all ammo to come off the field. And then you guys are going to be able to camp and sleep. We're going to have live music, food vendors on the AO. We have a bunch of actual other vendors on the AO. Jackal Tactical has literally apparently robbed a 18-wheeler for latex weapons. A lot of cool latex weapons they managed to find. The Chainsword's Mine Joker.
Really? Because there's actually a pre-order link, and I think that's going to be mine, sir.
I think y'all better just try to pre-order it now so it's not gone.
I'm just saying, I'm actually trying to pull up Jackal. I'm actually trying to forward this freaking website for myself.
About showers. All right, so showers are kind of on your own. There is a truck stop down the road. I believe it's a Pilot that has showers. There is no water or power running on the AO itself.
So, ergo, figure it out.
I mean, baby wipes are a thing. Anybody that's probably military knows what that means.
Dude wipes have shower wipes, and they are fantastic. I used them at Bad Blood. They were great.
Want to go, but only if I can get my commission to come from Charleston. Hey, man, hopefully you get it in time. This is going to be an amazing event. Honestly, I always tell people there are certain AOs you want to play at least once while you're playing this sport, and there are certain events you want to attend at least once. This is going to be one of them.
I'm salty that I can't make this one this year.
We are going almost all out on this event to put on an awesome community event that actually will be able to get people of all play styles to come out and play. I mean, the Speedy Boys may hate us because, the limited ammo rule, they can't, dump rounds downrange until they hit something. LMG gunners, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Fuck me, Brandon. But yeah, I mean, like I said, World Event's going to trigger Guns N' Comic Field. We're going to start some live music. You'll be able to enjoy some food on the AO and stay in character while you're walking around and doing your thing. It's probably one of the first events I've ever participated in or been to where the immersion is nonstop.
Yeah, that's our main goal, is to make sure that that we're doing everything within our power to make sure that this is a great immersive event. Can I run as a sniper, DMR, stealth? Yes, you can. Remember that this is also going to be a limited ammo event. So for those of you that are DMRs and snipers, you guys can't go in there with hundreds of rounds of ammunition. I think you're capped off at like 50.
Ooh, wow.
So make those
At
shots.
that point, I'd go in with a pistol and hope for the best.
I mean, this is a perfect event for guys like me who use our sarcasm and BSing skills as a weapon. Like, if you've ever seen me play at Rev, I rarely actually take a shot at Rev. Unlike somebody who likes to hide behind brisket and pop shots at people.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. I never did that before.
But like, I go through Rev without taking a single shot and still manage to complete every quest and get into a bunker. But this is another game for those people that literally want to try to win without just spamming BBs. I mean, there's got a lot of things planned. At a certain point, you guys are going to get to meet the asylum. And the only advice I can give you is run.
Unless you're with them, run. Because I'll tell you right now, they don't play.
This is also another event to express your creativity with your loadout. Like, where did I put it? Most of my stuff has come in. I just have to assemble a lot of it. I'm going to be running as a street Ronin with one of my other guys running around with me. And our kits are going to be, I do believe the kids say, fresh and lit.
Actually, before I found out that I wasn't really going to have the time to make the event this year, I was actually planning on getting fully kitted out as the Wandering Stranger.
Nice.
If any of you Fallout fans know who that is,
I'm
I've got my pistol
coming. I'm just saying, you just hide in the back of Mark's truck.
Dude, I really genuinely wish I could, but work has me all types of effed up.
Don't you work from home?
No, I do not.
No,
I really do wish I did. I do not have a work from home job. I am currently a security coordinator for the government for a facility that I am not listing, just for me
Joker,
not.
are you bringing the bubble bazooka?
Who asked about that?
Smurf.
Also, for those of you that,
and I have it. The bubble is kind of awesome.
I have the little pistol for.
Ooh, here's a great question from Gabriel. We're going to come back to it. It says, "What's your favorite gun?" We'll come back to that.
We'll get Big Iron from Fallout.
Op 4 Airsoft team. May I give a shout out? By all means, give a shout out. Understand, I can't see said shout outs on. We can't boost them up here.
To the nonprofit?
Yeah. He's got his own nonprofit.
Isn't that top?
That's top, yeah.
Yeah.
We should just say no just for giggles.
Dude, you see what that man is willing to go through to shoot at somebody?
Yeah.
But yeah, if for some reason I can, if I can't make it next year to Geiger, I'm going to probably punch one of my bosses.
You should.
Because I desperately wanted to go this year, but I understood because I didn't have time available just with everything else going on. But I'm absolutely going to make sure come next year.
One of the announcements we're going to have is probably going to be day game. So you can show up for a day.
Again, it's happening on Saturday and Sunday, and that's like I cannot.
You
That's
suck.
it's Thursday and Friday at my work, and those are usually the hectic days. And because I'm a supervisor, I can't not be there without having
Question:
someone
I'm
to
a
cover.
rookie to airsoft, but I'm Jericho HVZ player. Which is better for a DMR, AEG, or gas?
AEG.
Well,
Green. If you're talking about green gas to AEG, the actual expense of having a lot of green gas available guns.
Well, depends on two things. What style of DMR are you going for? Are you basing it off of, say, an M4 platform? Are you basing it off an AK platform? Because that's the simple question, the easiest question based on the average budget is AAG. However, there are some gas 417s that are phenomenal. The problem with gas is the mags.
So expensive.
They are so expensive. If you want to go HPA, you have the added thing added onto it. Now, there's some guns coming out eventually from Dead End Outfitters if Papa gets the time, which bridges that gap nicely. And I personally am waiting for it, but I'm not going to give away all of his stuff. I like the SIG MCX Richards. Oh, God.
Hang on 1 second. I can't say I'm super familiar with that gun, so let me just pull it up for myself.
So SIG decided to hit the airsoft market, and they said they were going to do the guns themselves. They have since done a 180 on that because the entire first two generations of all the guns they've done have sucked.
I'm not going to lie, their pistols were not the best.
Like everything they produced themselves sucked. There is no nice way of putting it.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that this is their first attempt, so it was a decent first attempt, but it's like on par with, dare I say, JG?
Yeah, no, you can go there. Their guns all look nice. The trades are perfect. The guns are sexy. But
the internal,
their egos got a bit ahead of them, and they were like, no, we make real firearms. We can do this. I think the first run of the MCX, I had about 18 of them come in, all with strip sector gears.
Ooh.
Because of how they decided to do their shimming. Yes,
That's not good.
specific taste.
I'll drop the glass.
Personally, in airsoft, unless you're going to a hardcore milsim, most events don't even recognize DMR as an actual class anymore because it's airsoft. It's just another platform that throws plastic downrange. It doesn't make a huge difference. Now, are you wanting to go DMR because you want to be a sniper with more ammo?
I feel like that's the most common answer, and I've had a lot of my newbies to my team just they come in like, "Oh, I want range, but I want to use an M4 platform." And I'm like, "Okay, could do the same range with a PDW if you got the right freaking know-how."
Yeah, true. So it's about personal preference. To be honest, just go AEG and make sure you like the role that you get put in before you dump more money into it. I tell everybody if that's what you want to do, pick up a combat machine. If you want to ball on if you're not balling on a budget, go get an Avalon.
Crytek's are decent. Just be aware that you're not going to be able to do much teching on them.
No. DMR because I want to be able to
Joker, shall we run the knife cult?
So here's the thing. Most major events that allow DMR as a class require you bring a pistol for close in quarters because most of their FPS limits are set so that you still can't use that DMR at close range. To be honest, just build a rifleman platform and build it right, and you'll have the range. You'll most likely outrange anybody with a quote-unquote DMR anyway.
I'm working on getting a good DSG in my my Jack 9 now.
Like, and that's the legit best side I can put it. Like, personally, I ran DMR for a very long time, and I ran a 417. I couldn't get in close. I ended up using my pistol more than not because most fights take close within my minimum engagement distance. Anybody that runs a DMR or sniper, get comfortable sitting back and out of the way.
All right. So I want to get back to it. This
Sure.
is what Top was talking about, the Battle Buddy initiative. Um, this is his new not-for-profit. Um, uh, I don't have a lot of information on it because he just sprung this on me. So
Give us your press packet, fool.
I know, right? How am I supposed to promote something if I don't know anything about it?
To be fair, he has told us about it. He has talked about it, but he's never given us detail.
Yeah, I don't have details, Top. I don't have details.
Oh, hold on. We have a bunch of questions just pop in. Prepping to run a cult at the next Skyland since I can't go to this one. All right, Wolfman. Joker, we shall run the cult of the knife cult.
The knife cult. Look, the knife cult is actually like my knifing is actually like I guess now controversial. I guess some people don't like the fact that I go to an airsoft game and just knife a bunch of people.
That's
I
not controversial, or like
I think it's just people being babies about it.
people get mad when I use a shotgun. People get mad when I break out my striker. People just get mad.
I think I think I kind of know one of the reasons. I think it was kind of similar to Mom's input on you that shoot him, because no one expected some random dude with no gun to just walk up and start knifing everybody.
Well, that was kind of funny in itself because Mom took one look at me and she's like, "What the?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll just do this." Because Mom didn't have a gun out either. And I took one. I love and hate my disease at the same time. I love and hate my ADHD. There was a snapshot in my mind. I saw that Mom's pistol was wedged inside of her plate carrier. So I said, YOLO, knifed the first guy, ran up and knifed her, and then threw the knife at the last guy. It was kind of awesome.
It was, but I can understand like a little bit of like why some people are getting angry with you, so to speak. I think it's entirely just due to you being able to be sneaky and looking like a non-threat, and then suddenly you're actually a threat.
Well, that's the other like funny thing about it, right? A lot of the people that I knifed were people that said, "You're not going to get close to me." Yet here I am walking right up to you. I think that's part of the problem in itself as well. Like, people don't expect it, so they won't.
Ryan is still mad at you, by the way, for that.
Who is?
Oh, one of my guys, Ryan. He was one of the guys from the night game that you smacked and then got him again the next day. He was still pissed. He was texting me 3 or 4 days ago because he knew I was going to be doing this tonight, and he was like, "Hey, I'm still mad." And I was like, "About what?"
All right, here we go.
It's like, you got God. It is what it is, bud.
I see it. I'm waiting for the rest of it.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was waiting for the rest of it. Because you notice it says "bye" and there's space. So I think it's because of the thing on there.
Yeah, we'll give it a second.
Be right back. Violent storm coming.
Let's go back over here real quick. Gert, building a mod in with the trace suppressor. So if you're balling on a budget, everybody gave Valken crap for many years, but they actually have turned themselves around. The mod M, great budget platform to build something off of.
Hey, we said in the past, it doesn't matter. You turn any gun into a great gun. It doesn't matter how much you're willing to spend.
Absolutely. And spending $1,000 on a gun doesn't make you get good. You can't buy skill.
Yeah. That was an interesting level of discussion that came up when we were talking about like people. It's a response to the Tinker video. I'm going to add this up so that way people can see what we're going to be talking about here. So people were like bitching, complaining that oh, you're only good because your guns are good. It's like the only thing that's good about our guns is the fact that our BBs fly straight, and yeah, we can There it is. That's not full auto. We can see our guns shoot straight. That's all. I mean, we can get you from a little bit further distance, but it doesn't change the fact that our snap 2 shots, our aim is on point, our speed is on point, and the way that we flank and maneuver is on point. So just because you have a really good gun doesn't mean that just because you shoot at somebody you're going to be doing it right, because you might not even know how to use your gun effectively. You might put I saw one kid, he literally showed up to MA 3 weeks ago. He put $1,600 into his gun and he was still missing, right? And I was like, man, you're missing. He goes, no chance in hell, blah, blah, blah. So let me rephrase it even better. He was putting a tracer without tracer BBs in it. So I said, you don't even have tracer BBs. So I smacked one of my bags in, and I took a shot, and his BBs were curving upward. I was like, you see that? That's your problem. You're missing because you don't even have it hop up applied. So I was like, what weight BB are you using? And he goes 2.5. So I was like, well, that's a problem for this type of build here. And I tuned it down, and it was shooting straight on 0.3s. And I was like, this is a problem for you, dude. Learn how to use your gun. All right, we have the entire thing. I'm going to go ahead and start copying it over. All right. Okay. Who wants to read this? You want to read this? And you sort of like you went as if you're going to read this.
Can if you want me to.
I mean, I can.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I have the voice mod. I was going to turn on the epic narrator voice, but it's not working. So where is it?
It's all right here on the. I put it all on the restream.
It's only half of it. Battle Buddy Initiative mission statement: mobilize the power of military veterans and volunteers to help guide young people in making moral, ethical, and healthy choices.
Keep going. Look.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I like the teleprompter. Installing in them purpose, motivation, direction, military settings, challenging their minds and physical abilities. We will give our veterans a new purpose and a new mission to replace some of what was missing in their lives after military service. And we will help them in any way possible, because with Battle Buddy, no task is insurmountable.
I didn't realize we were installing a software update. I'm so sorry.
It's like pause.
I was trying to get good with it, and I was reading too far ahead of you.
Get good, scrub.
Get good, scrub.
BRB. I'm gonna actually go grab my food and take a piss.
No budget, just time. Just need advice and time to play. I plan to upgrade little by little. That was Gert responding to it.
Best way to deal with it.
Yep, dude. That's all the things there. So this was actually what I was talking about before. Was in response of was like what happened last week. So I played the video, and of course we don't have the follow-up video that says that's not full auto.
What the fuck? You did not hit me.
He shot you. It's fine. And he shot you before. He's fine.
Sorry.
That right there is what we call the Tinker Finger Bang.
Tinker's got a fast trigger, and people are like that guy that was bitching and complaining. Actually, I don't know what happened to the other part of the video, but later on he says you're not that good. Hey, it's working.
You unbroke it.
I don't know what happened, but it's fixed. We can see chat now. Yay! See your bingo burr. There we go. I don't know what the hell happened. Yay! So it was really funny because these guys pissed me off to such an extent that I decided that all right, I'm gonna go. So they go up and they said, "You suck. You're not that great. You're only good because of your gun. Um, and by the way, your mom sucks too."
What?
Uh, and I'm like, "Excuse me, what? I I suck?" I didn't care what he said about my mom sucking, but I was like, yeah, we're not gonna have that. I was like, so you want us to play hard? Um, at Sin, is that the red, white, and blue hater? Yes, it is.
Yes, I have all 4 of the collectors.
So it was extremely messed up. Like I was like, God, man, you people just don't learn. We were frustrated with these same group of guys because they weren't calling hits. Like I was pissed. Like the first start of that video, the Tinker video, the guy jumping up and down, that was Diego. It's his first time coming out and playing, like I would say 18 months. He's a member of the team. He was coming after me, the little freaking traitor. He switched teams. Well, he volunteered to switch to go to the other team for that game. The game after, he was on our team, but then because we were dominating, he ripped the tape off, and then he came after and he came after me a second time. You want us to play hard on Buckle's knife? That is funny because I do have a knife kill from that day. It was rather amusing. So when you insult me and you insult my mother, like if you come up to me and say, "Oh, you kind of suck. You don't play that well," be prepared for something like, I don't know, this.
Go ahead.
Sir, I don't suck. I'm good at what I do, which is flank around, snapshots. I mean, I don't get some people sometimes, man. I really don't.
All right, check. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
You know how many times people say aimbot with me? It's not even funny. I mean, let's see. Do I have that?
I mean, his snaps are clean as hell, so.
Yeah, we do. Not uploading it now. Aimbot engage. In the hall, it was a high five. Or did he try to hit you? Nobody tried to hit me.
He ducked out of the way because he didn't want to get shot again.
Yeah. A lot of times, I mean, look, I really do. Did it break again?
I have no idea. Hold on.
No, it's working. Gert's comment hasn't come over yet.
It's the delay.
No, it's when it comes down to like gameplay and stuff like that. Sometimes people just want to get out of our ways because, yeah, my gun does not tickle; it hurts. And if you guys start coming in through, if you start coming in a way where you force me to play hard, then a lot of times you feel the repercussions of that. Like you get shot 3 or 4 times. Yeah, it's not working again.
It showed up. Yours showed up there. Gert's not coming through.
Yeah, Gert didn't come through. I have that on my
Hopefully
field.
Brad's comes through.
It's always a blast when it goes there. Yeah. He might have just put his hand up, Gert. Nobody really took a swing at me. I mean, they weren't that pissed. But for those of you that were looking for the sneaky sneak pokey poke,
Hit. Good shot, Rob. Good play.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
now when he got me in the bank, people saw me get hit, and they're like, "He's in there. He's in there." He had like 8 people converging on the bank. He had to move or die. I'm just it's the same thing, man. I'm just there to have fun and have a good time. There was actually some really good moments. Let's see. Like there was one part where what is that? It stays active.
Okay.
And I can hear myself.
All right.
Well, already then.
Hey, the Epic voice thing started working. I'm just playing Joker for all my internet problems right now.
Buck do be enjoying that food. Yeah, dude, I made some I hand crusted a pork chop with some panko and a couple of spices and covered it in onions. Get it a really good flavor.
But yeah, so the whole point we started this segment of the conversation was a good gun doesn't buy skill. I've seen enough players dump monies in money in the guns and still suck. Perfect example, I was playing at High Ground last year. This kid kept coming through the same spot all day. So I would wait, shoot him. I would go kill some people, come back, because I knew he was coming right back to that spot, and then I would shoot him again. And he accused me of cheating. And I'm like, dude, you suck. He actually went and complained to the staff about it. And even the staff is kind of looking at him like, well, stop going there.
If I know you're going someplace, I am going to take you out. That's just the reality of play, you know?
Yeah, well, the problem is they have 2-story buildings that are in the middle of their old fields. They have a new field now, and their grand opening's coming up soon.
Good luck to them.
But they have these 2 sniper nests, and this kid kept going to the one sniper nest that was a giant open window. So I would stay down low. When I saw him run up the stairs, wait for him to peek the window, shoot him so he couldn't snipe my guys, and then I would go back to work.
So here's another moment where you just have that that I would say that everybody should learn how to do, right? Is admit when you're wrong. So here's me admitting I was wrong.
You too, bro. That's a straight up trade, man. Come on.
I'll trade it then.
Yeah, just fucking trade. Oh, come here. I'll tell you why. Come here. Seriously, I'll tell you why. Not you. Sorry. I'm heated because we have people over here not calling their shit. So my bad. I apologize for getting heated. Okay. That's a good trade.
A+. Also, yes, Airsoft Wolfman. Please send me your recipes.
Yeah, Brad, you're absolutely right. Time, effort, and practice.
Not pay to win, pay to play. Remember.
Yep, the chat's not showing up again. That is weird.
Gert got an Aveski Gen 4 replace Mod M. Without getting into too much tech talk on this, your motor's going to burn out first. You got about year and a half before it burns out, and that doesn't matter how well you use it.
My YouTube works.
The Gen 4 motors are absolute trash.
Yeah, that's working, but YouTube's not. Your Twitch is working, but YouTube's not.
No, that's my YouTube.
That's his YouTube.
That's weird.
Yeah,
My
something.
YouTube link
Eric?
works. Yours doesn't.
Matthias Morales, he's Cuban. Who's Cuban?
The guy that I shot.
Okay.
The guy that that I yelled at and we traded. He had a Cuban flag on his chest. All right. I don't know what this video is, and I want to play it because it says Tunnel of Doom
Uh-oh.
2. So I don't know what I uploaded and what this is. So, okay.
Should I cue?
You're dead.
Good job.
Now I know what it is. It is Mayhem Mill.
I'm so disappointed. With a name like Tunnel of Doom, I expected something way worse.
Well, I guess I could bring up some of the iron.
You're cutting out a little bit there, bud.
I am.
Yeah, you were a little bit.
Am I back now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, that was the Tunnel of Doom at the first Mayhem Mill. I discovered that little hole where I had this nice plastic shielding. I was about where that tunnel was. That second hole I shot out of, that was about 100 feet away from their spawn. And they were so pissed off that I was in there for 45 minutes, almost an hour, that they kept coming at me over and over and over again. By the time they got me out, they had shot me 8 different ways from Sunday, because they were so pissed off. One time they did it right in front of the admin. So it's like they were just pissed off because they're like, "You're spawn camping." I was like, "I let you guys get out. I didn't just stay in here and just as soon as you guys peeked your head out, I shot. No, I didn't shoot into your spawn. I shot when you were about 100 feet away, parallel to your spawn." Because that's funny. It's not my fault that you're not covering your 6. The entire area is in play. These guys literally came out of their spawn with their guns down, expected not to be harassed or messed with. And then you got somebody like me whose sole job it is, who makes it their sole job to get behind enemy lines and really cause some havoc. So I'll tell you that, at Mayhem Mill, that location, I had some really fun airsoft last year. Mayhem Mill 2, not so much because a lot of the equipment had been removed by that time. Because I guess the guy that buys these buildings, he does all the scavenging of all the machinery. So he pulls it all out and everything else, and then it's now unplayable. And then the guy sells off the building when he's done taking everything out of it. But that facility had some really awesome locations, like down in the basement. Let me see if I can pull one up. I gotta find it. Clips. 2021 Mayhem Mill. Oh yeah, here we go. It's gonna take a second to upload. Y'all are gonna love this. This is like the definition of one of our key things, which is hood rat shit. And it was done by 2 members of, it was 2 members of Dark Horse 6. They decided to say, you know what? Screw it. Let's take this and go down there and see how far we can get. And it worked out really effectively. Parts of that basement were pitch dark, which, I love operating in pitch dark. There was a couple times where I got caught by some guys with nods, but most of the people had like Gen 2 or 3 or higher where you didn't actually see the light on there. But for Mayhem, that helicopter's flying low. Holy shit.
They heard you broke the internet.
They could be looking for that coyote.
Only in Florida.
Squirrel.
That's the first time a coyote's been spotted in this far east in Davie. I think first time I heard about one in South Florida, and since I lived here for 45 years. So, but it's actually 2 blocks away from my house where they saw that coyote. No, that helicopter was flying low, maybe 100 feet off the ground. Sorry. Making sure they're not chasing somebody, because that's happened before too.
Florida man found fucking a goat. The amount of things you can search for. Search random dates, you'll find just about damn near anything. Florida man.
That's because the reason why is because Florida has this big thing about not protecting any sort of person's privacy when it comes down to like getting arrested. So people go through and start searching for newest arrests in their area and all that. That's why the news outlets pick it up, because there's always crazy shit across the country. We just have a hell of a lot more reporting on it. All right, check out this little hood rat shit video.
Right side, right side. Right side doorway. Where's your shit? Right here. You're up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow.
That was fun.
That's pretty cool though.
No, what we should have done is we should have thrown Papa inside that thing, and then just brought it all the way out to the middle so you can just jump up and just like everybody. Following a coyote, or just coyote following somebody, which is more probable considering in Florida. Well, considering last night I went looking for the coyote. Yeah.
Florida man mauled by a coyote because, and I quote, he thought it would taste good.
Is that what you literally looked up?
That right there is how you Florida.
So some other bad events. So I just talked about the awesomeness of Mayhem Mill. What's another good one for you guys that you've been to?
Like awesome
Event.
All right, so it's a toss up for me if we're talking all time here. Gameplay wise, it's the Boulder Canyon Star Wars game. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. If you've never done it, you show up, you don't bring BBs. They give one team green tracers, they give the other team red tracers, and they wait until it's pitch dark in the middle of the desert. There is no lights. It is epic because you're low crawling or you're working your way through a bush or through a canyon, and all of a sudden just tracers start screaming down. They're going the other way. It is awesome. It's horrible to try to record any content because it's black until tracers start flying and you have no idea where anything's coming from. But the intensity and the level of nerve wracking you have as you're crawling through this scrub brush of the desert, and you could tell everybody stops. Like, did you just hear that? And nobody wants to talk. And like the most epic moment was 2 years ago where me and my buddy were crawling around, and we thought we heard something, and then we heard a bush sneeze, and we just laid into the bush. And you hear the guy inside; he hadn't called hit yet, so we're just mag changing. We're spraying down this bush, and he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah." But it was hilarious because we're having this firefight and we're laughing about it. We stop shooting and we're going over to check on the guy. His teammates pop over another ridge and light us up. So like it was an amazing experience. But like overall, I got to play in a castle in Scotland, and it was nuts because everybody, I know in the States we all think castles are a certain way. It's a labyrinth, and steps carry. Like, it's not like Call of Duty where you hear a step, you can tell the guy's like over here somewhere. Like, they bounce around. Like, dude's on the third floor, we're on the first, and it sounds like he's right next to us because it's bouncing off the walls. But it was a heightened experience because literally we're going to room, in a castle. And most of the firefights were kicking dirty because it's tight corridors. So there's a lot of pistol and shotgun fight going on, and it was just awesome. The grenades were painful because they would throw a grenade again, like somebody. It was like the third floor on the other end of the building. They threw a grenade. We were on the first floor, and we felt the shake. Like it's a solid stone structure, and those two events, like as long as I live, are going to be in my top 5. Like they were a blast. They were fun. And the two different player bases really made it fun. Like most of the guys that show up to the night game or old heads, they're veterans of the sport. They're there for the laughs. Nobody cares about winning at that event. It is for the memes. And then get to play with the European crowd. It's a completely different mindset and completely different play style. Like we yell at people here about playing the objective. The entire time I played, everybody's like, all right, let's get to the objective. Let's get to the objective. You didn't have a lot of lone wolves unless they were a YouTuber, which will remain nameless. But the majority of the team, it was team cohesion. They didn't know me from Adam. I showed up and like, you want to run with our squad? Let's go. It was just a great community experience.
And I love some of that. I love that community experience where you just show up and just start playing with somebody. And you make great friends and all that. Excuse me. All right. So Gert says, what's your worst mistake in game you've ever made? Like, obviously, I shouldn't have done that instead. And fuck, I broke the rules by mistake.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That is a really good one.
You want to go first?
Mm-mm. I gotta think what's the worst one I did.
Biggest mistake. Taking a Snow Wolf Barrett A1 to an airsoft event. That thing weighs more than an actual Barrett.
Buying an APS DMR. Yeah, it was a bad decision. I still have it. I got it actually like working. We actually put a whole bunch of stuff in it, so it's barely an APS now.
If it's like bad decisions, I'm definitely going to say running Bertha at Homeland 2 because it just added upwards of 50 pounds of weight to me that I was not expecting, and I was not in the shape to get carried and get used to. So because of that, Bertha lasted all about 15 minutes in my hands at the field. Then I just put it down and left it there. And other people from my side were using it against the enemy.
Mounted position.
What
was the other part of that question? Breaking a rule?
Yeah. I broke the rules by mistake. There's a lot of that happens. Like you could break the rules by mistake by simply just like one of the key things that I go through is when I go to events, I try to read the rules. And sometimes you're only going to remember about 25% of the rules. So the key thing I always try to do is whenever I get to a new event, it's like, all right, what is different about your event than other events? Because most stuff is uniform between events, there's not much that changes between them. One of the things that was different for, say, Bad Blood was that ricochets counted, and I didn't realize that. So my first Bad Blood, we were down inside of this. It was the night game. We were down below, and we were having this firefight with this other group that was up the stairs. Some of those guys flat out weren't calling hits. I mean, I got some great video shooting guys right in their face and everything else, and they just weren't calling it. But it's like the not realizing that ricochets counted at that field was a big mistake until somebody corrected me later on, way late on Sunday or Saturday of the main game. And I'm like, ricochets count? Whoops.
Yeah, I had a similar oopsie moment. I think that was the first year we were at EMR for Bad Blood.
I think my biggest oopsie, my bad moment was Sector 7. for an event that I gillied up and grabbed. I actually brought out the striker. They said the entire field was in play. So technically, I was in the right. So at the edge of their field in one corner, there's this giant. It's like 20 feet of brambles. Like no sane person's going to go in there. I went in there, lead up, sniper, literally taking people out on the down center. And eventually a ref came to find me and informed me that area was out of play because it was a safety issue and they didn't think anybody would actually go in there.
Nailed it.
I just kind of looked at him and I went, well, you should have roped this off then. And I went back to spawn.
I think we all have kind of a problem with wandering into areas we're not supposed to be.
Yeah, well, that was at one event. What the hell name was it? The CPs were out of play. I didn't know this. I mean, I think it was like my 5th or 6th event. And I was like, my thing is always go for the leaders. If that's why for any of our events, we do not encourage our leaders to stay inside of spawn. Because of, if you hide inside of spawn, it kind of sucks. Because especially if people are trying to go and take out the COs. Well, I was out doing my thing, lost most of my team, and said, YOLO, I'm just gonna go kill people. So let's see how far I can get. So evidently the pathway I took was technically out of play, but it wasn't marked off. Nobody thought anybody was going to go that direction because I went the opposite direction of where the team was supposed to go. But I know if I went this way, I can cut all the way across, go all the way down, and I could probably come up behind the enemy CP. That's exactly what I did. So I come up on the enemy CP, and when I say there's about 100 people inside that CP, I'm not kidding. I saw the CO, XO, and a lot of the guys I knew were platoon leaders and everything else. They're about to make this epic. They're doing this plan on how to attack. So I'm listening to their entire plan on how they're going to attack. I had 2 grenades ready, 1 in each hand, pins pulled. As soon as they said, all right, let's go, snap, snap, people whipped around. I threw both grenades in, came through as they exploded inside of one exploded inside the CP tent, killing all the leadership because they ran inside of it. The other one exploded around the other. I come through, I kill everybody. Probably my highest kill streak. Unfortunately, that video is gone with the hard drive it was on. That hard drive died. I didn't get a chance to upload that video. And I annihilated, had to be 100, like within the span of 15 seconds, I killed everybody that was there. Then I got hit. All of a sudden, I get slammed from behind by an admin. And he pulls me and goes, what the hell are you doing? I was like, killing everybody? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And they go, you're not allowed to attack the CPs. I was like, is it in the rules? It's not in the rules. Admin gets so pissed off at me, he pulls out a rule set. He starts reading the rules, and you can tell that that they fucked up, that they didn't have it in there. And he goes, you should have known. I was like, dude, every other event I've been to, CPs are in play. How am I not supposed to know? He goes, they've never been in play for our games, but it's not in the rules.
You should have at the very least included that in your briefings.
It wasn't in the briefing either. And the thing about it was, except for the leader, like the CO thought it was an awesome play because I got them all. Because they literally, when I came out, when they heard the 2 snaps and they saw the 1 grenade go, and I was about to throw the other one, they grabbed the CO and brought him into the tent. So I just side chucked it and went right in. So they all like took him and tried to hide him. It wasn't safe for me. I was like, goodbye. But yeah, a lot of the guys, like some of the guys were coming up and pushing me. What the fuck's your problem, man? I was like, I'm sorry, guys, I didn't know. I was like, you all had, no situation. So mind you, I'm still not hit. And I turned to the admin. I was like, so what do we do now? Because everybody's dead, and they got like 3 or 5 minutes to bleed out. And they're like, he's like, Just leave. Just get out of here. I was like, okay. So as I'm walking away, I'm on the radio with command saying, by the way, guys, they plan to hit this, and this. I heard their entire game plan before I blew them up. They go, who is this? I was like, it's Joker. And they go, where the hell are you? I was like, I just blew up the green CP. They go, you did what?
That's right up there. Like, I wish I knew. Actually, that was my old computer. I don't have the footage of it. Probably I got accused of cheating for doing it, but it was probably like one of my greatest plays ever. I tried to sneak up behind their CP. I couldn't attack the CP, so I was waiting for him to come out. And one of the guys spots me, and I point behind him and went, behind you, quick, shoot. He turns around and lights up his own team as I bolt through the wood line. The admin found me later and said that technically was cheating. I was like, how is it cheating? I didn't say I was on his team. All I said was turn around and shoot. It's not my fault he did it.
I think my funniest with that one would be I was holding down a outer like bunker. It was slightly raised and there were guys going up. So as one guy comes up, I've got my knife in one hand and my pistol in the other. I drop my pistol and grab the butt of his AK and I stab him in the knee. And then I had the ref go, you're not really supposed to grab people's guns. And I was like, but you guys didn't say I couldn't. And they're like, just take a parlay and walk back to spawn. I was like, really?
So at MA, I do a lot of parrying of guns. Like I've taken my knife or my frying pan, I've knocked gun barrels down while I tapped people with the melee weapon. People get a little pissy about that. Just a touch.
Yeah, because technically most places don't allow you to, grab somebody else's gun.
I'm not grabbing it. I am parrying.
That's semantics.
That's not semantics. I'm not grabbing it. I'm just simply knocking the barrel out of my way. Now, I had one guy though, literally grab my gun and slam the butt up in my jaw, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, what the hell?
Actually, one of the reasons I hate AKs is because I had somebody John Wick me.
I'm sorry?
So I ran this AK, and I come around a corner, and I'm up. This guy leans through the window, hits my mag release. So I still got one ready to go but this is like AK hop up. So the extra BBs fell out except for the one that was in it. I turn to shoot him. He ducks. I miss. Now I have to make a decision. Can I go for my pistol or do I attempt to reload? He's literally like right there waiting for the decision to be. He literally just pops up and stabs me.
Trick question, you don't. You use the butt of your gun and hit him in the face.
I mean, if it wasn't airsoft, I probably would. But like, I was mad, and then after like that game, I walked up and I was like, "Okay, that was awesome."
Yeah, no, he definitely got you for that. That's very funny.
But that's
one of the reasons I stopped using AKs.
I mean, that's a valid reason for not using an AK, honestly.
One of the other things that I did was at Iron Horse 3. I had the knife kill extravaganza. People were pissed off at me about the knife kills. This one team in particular was really pissed off because I shot them all, then I knifed them all, so what had happened was when I went to go back a third time, I accidentally hit the pressure switch on my light. So they go, "We know you're there, Cost." I was like, "Shit!" So I went deeper into the woods, closer to their spawn. So I'm playing like this little thing. I annihilated. I totally took out a whole nother team that was going through there, and I went further into the woods because I keep hearing talking. So I was like, "Where am I going to go?" So literally, I suddenly show up, and I see inside this clearing, there's a tent and there's monitors set up, and the CO and XO are right there. They have these big identifiers on there, and I have my gun up to my shoulder, and I'm just aiming, and a little voice inside my head saying, "Don't shoot." I was like, I really should do this, but I'm not. I was like, they might not be in play because they're just too casual, right? This is after a couple of years of experience with some places that don't. Luckily, I didn't because the COs were not in play. But the COs were literally 20 feet in front of the CO and XO were literally 20 feet in front of me. So I watch it go through. Then I just disappeared back into the woods. And I go up and I annihilate another team. It was freaking hilarious. But I like doing moments of that where all of a sudden, like Yordi and I, we're at Iron Fury. He and I decided to go in and start taking care of some stuff. Right. We're creeping along. I think I have a video of it. Let's see if I can find it because that one's just freaking hilarious. I'm like, I could see really well in the night. Oh yeah, I got it. Let's see here. Add source. Local video. Clips.
Actually, while you're looking for that, one of the most awesome things I saw, I didn't do it. I didn't pull it off. One of my teammates pulled it off. It was probably the most brilliant FU kill I have ever seen. It was a night game. There's two guys. It was a 24-hour game, so they have the guys posted up on guard. My buddy low crawls into their camp, stands up next to the sentries. This guy is trying to light a cigarette. He leans over, lights the cigarette for him. The guy thanks him, takes a drag, and continues to look around. Chris just waits for a minute. I'm in the woods. I'm looking down my scope like, are you kidding me? Chris goes, all right, bud, have a good night. Walks away, leaves the sentry there, proceeds to go through their camp. And again, this is a night game, 24-hour play. Takes out his Sharpie and just starts slitting throats through the entire camp. Gets done, caps his pin, waves at me. I drop the sentry, and we just leave. About 30 guys woke up in the morning with a respawn timer.
Nice.
And like we're hanging out during the lunch break, and they're all yelling at him. And they did not realize it was us until the end of the event when we finally told them what happened.
Nice.
This one,
Right here. I don't know where they are. Right. What do you want me to do? Hit him with the light. One's inside. They'll be in this doorway. Right in this doorway. Here. Your guy shot you that time.
that's my night vision working for me. Yordi didn't see anything. And I'm like, there's 4 guys right in front of us. Where? Right there. What do you want me to do? Light them up.
Yordi is great for that, man. Me and him were in the tunnel. I think it was Syndicate 1. We were having a conversation. We heard other people coming down the tunnel. He just looks at me and goes, leans out and just hear pat, 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 pat. He pops back and continues the conversation. And you hear them in the tunnel going, whoa, what? What just happened?
What the hell?
My best are usually grenade kills. I get lucky. I'll just leave it at that.
Where the hell? Hey, where did the...
Nice, AWOL. Nice. Brad says, sounds like mine. I have like 30 or 40 guys walk past me halfway through. Somebody spotted me and told me to get up. So I started walking with them. And then when we came to a stop piled up around RLT, I dropped a few grenades for the giggles.
Very good.
Dude, those are the moments I love in this sport. It's one of the reasons we ask all the time, why do you play Airsoft? That is one of the reasons I play just for those epic moments. And if you've got good guys, they'll just look at you and laugh because they fell for it.
Yeah,
those are usually
like
the best.
My greatest community moment was being taken from the cold and sheltered from it in Syndicate 1. It's Kurt.
I am determined when I make as a Geiger next year that I beat the crap out of someone with the back of this pistol.
Challenge accepted.
Bet.
I guarantee you mine is heavier.
Yours probably is, but you know what? It'll be worth it. Ah, damn. Fucked up my spin.
Aw.
Actually, hopefully by Geiger next year, I bought this.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'm gonna actually have it cast, and I hopefully will have a working airsoft version of it.
That I would buy one.
Yeah. So you guys, the young kids, don't know what this is. This is the pistol from Blade Runner. And these are the water guns that they released. They only sold 100 before they got hit with a cease and desist order. But I'm going to cast this and try to make an airsoft pistol out of it. Yes, it will take high cap magazines because I have a ton of them. Speaking of which,
that'll take
whoever it
USB
was at
space.
Bad Blood that stole the pistol I built for Joker, shame on you. Burn in hell.
You know, you know what it is? It's nobody wants me to have a pistol.
I mean, this is now what? How many pistols have been stolen from you, Josh?
Shut up.
No, like I'm actually asking. I'm curious.
A lot.
That'll be number 9. I mean, if you really want to know, that'll be number 9. It's one of those things where I'm really upset about.
You're upset. That was 9 hours of my time wasted.
I only have hater pistols, sir. Just saying.
I think everybody has a hater at this point.
Well, I got 4.
Talk about pistols that are embarrassing. Bulldog. So tiny.
So itty bitty.
Hey, at least it works.
No, it doesn't. I gotta
Oh,
work
it
on it.
doesn't?
You can't actually even buy replacement parts for it, so I have to machine some.
Oh, that's a tragedy.
Actually, it's almost be done. I just need to fix the mag.
I need to get a better spring for my USB-C at this point. That's about all I need to do to it, but I can't find a good one.
Or
that's great.
you know a guy that builds pistols. I'm just saying.
No.
Just saying.
How much?
We'll talk.
Okay.
See, I have APS pistol, so that's perfect. I've said it before, and I'm not going to say it out loud, but everybody should know what APS stands for.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I learned that the hard way, unfortunately.
On red colored guns?
All right, I'll get it out.
I mean, as long as they don't say Supreme on the side, I don't care what color your gun is. I mean, before all my stuff got stolen 2 or 3 years ago, I had an all pink loadout, including an all pink M4. It was my breast cancer awareness loadout. I don't give a crap what color your gun is. But if you are going to rock a bright red gun and try to hide in a bush, don't get upset when you get lit up.
Yeah.
Mine's
Well,
red.
what I've found is that
Also, just for those who care. Pink
a lot
weapon.
of times
Because fuck it.
a lot of times people just don't even realize the color thing. I mean, hell, I've walked through. We were doing Aftermath, and I'm wearing a bright yellow Hawaiian shirt or bright blue Hawaiian shirt, and nobody shot at me. Like, not a single shot. I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Because it's not camo, man. It's not. Is that a Karai Hawaiian shirt?
No, but people are crying over because I take him out in a Hawaiian shirt. So one of my worst events I went to was like Clash at Crimea. There's a field that's in Ocala called Wasteland Ops, and it used to be a Jeep off-road trail that they made. So it's got weird concrete shit down in this like little basin. It's got these big hills and everything else. It can be okay to play at if you have it set up the right way, but this location for the Clash in Crimea game, it was so bad because the organizer, his team was playing, and their team cheated so bad. It was the first time ever I left an event early. Like, I'm done playing, and I left at 2:00. It was a one-day game. It was supposed to go to, I think, 5:30, 6:00. I was like, at 2:00, I said, screw this crap, I'm going home. Because it was just that bad. We were told that that we can go outside, like a certain area of the fence was safe, that it was that you can't shoot in. So I asked him, I was like, all right, well, we got a problem. because these guys aren't calling it. Can we do an airdrop in? And they said yes. I was like, all right. So as soon as we cross the fence, we're okay. They started lighting us up. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you shooting at us? And I think I actually have that clip still. Let me see if I can find it, because it speaks for itself.
And also to Tyler, I hope your APS does survive a little bit longer. Just be aware that gun I just pulled out for you guys, I've had that since 16, and that I've had to do more maintenance than I care to admit. The old stock on that thing was absolute trash. It was one of the worst stocks I've ever used, and to just pull that thing apart was a nightmare. Pulling apart an APS is not a fun experience, especially ones with the silver edge gearbox. Don't do it.
Here we go.
I'm not even on the field yet, dude.
Sorry, dude, I got authorization.
No.
We're not on the field. Literally just told us we could shoot them. Hey, this when is outside the field. When we cross! Can't shoot us until we cross. I understand. This is gonna be interesting. Oh yeah.
All right, guys.
I just got shot.
You're just watching us, yeah. You're just watching.
What the fuck?
It's outside the
We're outside the fence.
5 seconds. Sorry, dude, I'm being told I can shoot you, so I am shooting. I just said it was okay.
What? What the fuck? Senior, Mike's dead.
Yeah, sorry. She's being bashful. She doesn't want to kiss me on camera. It's fine.
Oh, give him a little smooch. Come on.
Don't you dare throw that at me. There's no batteries in the megaphone. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, so shout out to Moondog. He replaced my megaphone that got broken at Bad Blood.
Woo! Shout out to Moondog.
There are a pair of gentlemen that played paintball in the Pittsburgh area. Every scenario I played in that area where it was nightmare teams always seemed to get stacked on the other side. So, fun fact, Tyler, I was spending a lot more time in Pittsburgh, and I'm looking for places to play out in that area, so we may be able to hook up.
All right, here's another great one at this same field.
Again, if anybody's located in the Albany area of New York, hit me up. Always looking for new people to play.
Ducky, hit me up on Facebook.
Give you my tan shirt and say he's on tan now. Yo, hit.
Shoot at me again, I'll beat you to death with my feet.
Because we're dead and we're getting shot at, right?
I know,
And
but
there's
that's
somebody
like
around.
the weakest. Like, I'll beat you with my feet.
Ow, fucking son of a bitch, I'm hit.
Shooting at you.
I don't know. Fuck.
Who's shooting at these guys? They're fucking dead.
That
as
was a
shit.
sniper shot, by the way, that got me right in the neck, right there, like was right there. Oh, dude, that one pissed me off. So the players there were just like not calling anything, man. It was bad.
That is
Yeah,
not ideal.
I always hate that events, and honestly, like, it's a pet peeve, and it's not really a huge deal. But I hate it when people try to get me to give myself away. Like, so Bad Blood 2 years ago, I got an amazing sniper shot from the edge of the pine forest to some guy that was running through Titman Town. Like, nailed him in the back of his dome. He calls a shot, and he stands up, and he goes, "Great shot." And he's like waving around, trying to see who shot. I was like, "Nobody gonna take credit for that?" I'm like, no, man, I'm not gonna give myself away so your buddies can light me up.
Yeah,
I'm not bashful.
Yeah, it was it was one of those things that just fucking just pissed me off with the way that they were acting and behaving there. So I left early, and the field is not great to run events at. I mean, you can barely fit 100 people on the field. That's really like shoehorning people in. So That's also the place that we got locked in at too. Like,
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, so this field is behind a flea market, and they locked the flea market. My vehicle's parked out front. We showed up there to drop some stuff off, and then I just want to show some things and leave. As we go to leave, the gates are locked, and I'm like, we have a problem because I can't get out. So, let's see here. They have a great. I've played paintball many times at Three Rivers, great field. Need to make it out there. The other thing I see recently was a Speedsoft team in a new indoor field in New Kingston. During the countdown, their home did its smelling salts before running off before the count ended. Smelling salts.
Are we sure they were smelling salts?
Oh, it's probably that freaking there's a inhalant that they just released. It's called Get Good. You can even buy this shit on Amazon. It is. It's literally scents that are supposed to like help you produce focus and things like that. You literally shove it in your nose and inhale it like
No, because you know what? That's like bath salts all over again.
No,
fuck you. Bro. Fuck you. I lived through the face eating of 2000s, okay? No.
Get Good gaming inhalers. This is a thing.
And another thing, they don't spell it right. It's GITGUD.
No, I fully expected it to be spelled Get Good like that. I fully expected that. I mean, without a doubt, if there's any way that they're going to spell something like this, it was going to be GITGUD.
Feel the power of peppermint. For decades, professional athletes have used peppermint as a secret weapon to accomplish their goals, and now you can too. Our proprietary blend of energy inhalers are formulated with a potent blend of peppermint and other natural ingredients to help you feel alert, focused, invigorated, and experience a refreshing minty blast that will take your gaming experience to the next level.
I told you.
Yeah, no. That's how we got face eating in the 2000s, okay?
I told you. I just want to put it out there. I told you so.
Hold on.
All right, it is now shameless plug time, guys.
Hold on.
No.
Dude, this is great. Try Hard Tropical Winter Mint Cinna Run and Banana Royale.
And let's not forget the Wombo Combo Variety Pack.
Oh my god. That's enough internet. I'm done. Oh my god. Why?
They have a fucking sugar scrub for your hands and face.
Dude. The sad thing is this isn't the only one. There's other ones on here too.
Did anybody think that we are quickly becoming like a Judge Dredd type scenario? I mean, or Minority Report, or any of these things? I mean,
Cyberpunk.
This is shit that's in sci-fi movies.
Let's go!
What? No, it's witness me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The body scrub. Why?
The body scrub got me something good, dude.
Oh. I am afraid for the future. If this was the only product like that fell into this, I like, but there's so many on here. Like, what?
I think the fact that they're marketing it as a gaming enhancement is what cracks me up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not the only one. There's what athletic smelling salts.
It's the worst version of Vicks. Don't waste your money.
Okay, this was just outright dangerous.
Wait. Ridiculous. Fell for the advertising. It's fruity Vicks inhaler that does nothing. Zero. No effects other than burning nostril. Don't do it.
Okay, here's one, and I want you guys. Athletic smelling salts. Squeeze, and sniff, and power up with our pre-activated hundreds of uses per bottle ammonia inhalant.
What? Well, that's a straight up just
that's a war crime.
Yeah. No, that's just a shock. No, that's literally it's anything that happens when you get strong smells like that. It might seem like it's a shot and all that, but I mean, yeah, it's fuck. What the hell was that?
I'm afraid for the future.
Joker should try one with his ADHD really hard working. It would be the best combination. Hey, what's up, Alien World? How you doing today, bud?
I'll buy some for the game in November and I'll bring them to you.
Oh, yeah, he's right. They have a body wash too.
It's like Vicks Vapor Rub. That's all it is. It's just designed to clean up your sinuses and hit you hard real fast. Although we could always turn it into actual jet for like the Geigerlands game, so you actually have to...
just shove one of those in an inhaler cartridge.
Yeah, rarely will I say this. Please do not buy this product, especially the ammonia one.
That just seems like that literally. Athletic smelling salts. Squeeze and sniff.
Did you find it?
Is that the one that you're looking at?
Yeah, that says ammonia.
Oh yeah. I see it now.
Gaming inhaler.
Boom, boom, breathe. Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
I just saw that one just popped up for me.
No, Joker, no. Of course, they use holographic packaging. Oh.
That makes it better, right?
Makes it look RGB for the gamers.
Yeah, Brad, I know that's what it is. It's like if you have an ammonia inhalant, the reason why you're shocked awake is because it's such a strong scent to your system that it hits you to the core, man. It cuts you deep. Oh,
yeah, it's not like it's gonna like boost your freaking adrenaline or anything like that.
It might feel like an adrenaline boost because your senses just got overwhelmed. So it probably does do an adrenaline boost.
You know what else does?
Sensory overload.
Next time we get to play, I'm just gonna ball tap you. And what's that?
No, you're not. No, fuck you. I'm not advocating for this stuff. I really am not advocating for it. No, you're gonna ball tap Buck, not me, because Buck's the one that freaking mentioned it.
If you're gonna do it, put some Vicks Vapor Rub on your fingers so I can feel the burn.
Oh, the cat piss smell for your nose. Exactly. You can save yourself $20. Just go to your cat's litter box and take a deep breath.
If you're going to a field, bag it up in a Ziploc.
Just don't get your Florida salts from that smelling man. That's how we got bath salts. This is exactly how we got bath salts. Guys, I'm just telling you, no, don't.
Just huff G Fuel. Do a line off your bum, off your stock.
Just buy a 5-hour energy shot, fill a big gulp cup from 7-Eleven, drink it all, it'll work great. Yeah, until your heart explodes.
That's like my buddy mixing Red Bull with G Fuel.
This is a level of stupid right up there with that company that came out with those extreme gaming glasses, which were literally just blue blockers.
Yeah. Oh, man. So much crazy stuff. All right, so it's now shameless plug time, guys. And no, we're not plugging these crappy-ass products. Obviously, we haven't done this really before, except for when we were doing like the charity drive and all that. But we could certainly use your guys' help. It costs us upwards of $600 a year minimum just to run the stream and all that, between the programs that we use and everything else. If you're clicking on chat and you're typing away, there's a little $sign right there. I have set up subscriptions where you guys will get some early content which I'll start putting up, and I'll try to figure out all the ins and outs tonight on if you guys could see previews now or set that's there. So I'll probably be putting in a couple more things with the added perks and all that. But if you guys are doing the big perk and all that, we'll be doing I'll be going to be getting probably a new patch every month starting in about a month and a half. So we have a bunch of patch ideas that we're going to get done, set up so you guys get free patches, stuff like that, early bird content, the whole 9 yards, and we can really use your support. Everything that you do goes right back inside the channel. So do us a favor. Please click that little dollar sign. Put some money inside there, so we don't have to go back to our day jobs as elementary school teachers. You can keep us in the bars where we belong. Thank you. All right, so shameless plug time over.
Oh man, let's try to get the Bernie Sanders thing to queue up. Once again, I'm asking for your money and your support.
Once again, I'm asking for your money and your support. And away from the bath salts.
Buck's apparently cheating on me. He's got attractive women walking around behind him.
Sorry, buddy. She brought me vodka. I was obligated.
What?
Yeah, did you not see him start taking a drink? That's what threw off the whole thing.
I'm gonna go hang out with Buck, man.
The way to my heart is vodka.
So we're going to start doing giveaways before this.
Where is that coming from?
Buck.
Oh, what, that? Yeah, that's me.
Oh, dear God.
Sorry. Also, we're still on some shameless plug time. If you guys ever, I don't know if anybody here is into like fortune telling and shit like that, feel free to stop by my stream. I do tarot readings as well as pendulum readings. Still trying to learn it, but I've also got rune readings if you want it. Just ask.
I love when I post the who threw smoke video, and now everybody's like responding with the same shit that was in the first video because I did a repost video. Why is it bad to have smoke indoors? Bro thinks he's the main character. So stuff's moving right along. All right. Now we're going to talk about the next shameless plug thing. And that is Pew Pew at Sea, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about a cruise, shall we?
Wait, hang on a second. Buck, is it so bad you got to drink straight from the bottle? No, it just got here and I haven't had a drink of vodka in over 2 months, so...
So, show of hands, how many of you have been on a cruise before? Evidently, not Buck.
Really, Buck doesn't do anything.
I know, right?
I had a shitty upbringing. Leave me alone.
So, Friday, I spent 5 hours on the phone. 5 hours on the phone with Carnival. I learned a couple lessons on my 5-hour phone call with Carnival. A, you don't call Carnival on a Monday or a Friday. Those are the bad days. B, I learned that we can get a pretty decent cruise for a really good price. So, if you guys are here, if you go to Facebook and look up Pew Pew at Sea, we actually have the pricing up for this year. It's going to be not this year, but for our next cruise year, which is going to be March 3 through 6, 2023. Carnival Conquest out of Port of Miami. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. It is a 3-day, 4-night cruise because we'll be coming back overnight. We'll get at port at 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Now, we got the pricing in. Where the hell did the pricing go? Because I know I fucking pinned this shit. Oh, there we go. All right. So for interior cabins, right? Everything I'm going to tell you guys is going to be based off of two people. It's per cabin. It's $792.72 per cabin. That includes all your gratuities, group fees, and taxes. All right. So that's like the first important factor.
I thought when you put $797, I thought that meant for a single person. I didn't realize it was
No.
cabin charge.
That's why, if you actually read the rest of that sentence, which obviously Buck has reading problems.
ADHD.
Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny.
I know, right?
Where? I didn't almost just fall off the ball. Leave me alone.
It's $396.36 per person.
Okay. Can you put this up for me? Can you put that in the thing?
Now, if you're planning on going and you're trying to go on a budget and everything else, this is the best way to go on a cruise. Reason being is, if it's first time on a cruise, you're probably not going to be sticking inside your cabin. That's the important factor. Like if you plan on spending a lot of the time in your cabin, that depends on what type of cabin type you get. Like me personally, I decided to upgrade to a suite. Why? Because it's only about $100 more to go to a suite for a non-refundable ticket. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to a suite.
So what? It's $890 for you?
No, for a balcony is $1,048.72. That includes everything, and you got a balcony. A suite's $1,112.72, with a non-refundable deposit. So all the prices I said so far are with the refundable deposits, meaning that if you're not sure if you're going to be able to go or whatever's going on, me personally, I've made the decision. I don't give a fuck. I'm going on this cruise. I paid my $1,112.72. I'm going. So I put my $100 deposit down. I'm good to go. A party like it's pirate time. As long as you don't touch me with an anchor. Anyways, things. It's a social thing. I come get drunk with me. That's exactly what it is, right? So, going through like all the numbers and all that, the adult drink package is $70.74 per day. So if you decide that you want to have unlimited alcohol and drink like a fish, plan for an extra $212, and you can drink nonstop all day. However, if you have people going with you that don't drink alcohol, the unlimited drink package, which includes soda and water and all that, is $11.21 per day, or roughly $36 for the thing. Now, this all includes gratuity, so you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. So there's some other perks that we'll get as well. I just got to go through the perks and figure out which ones we're going to take advantage of. But this will be the inaugural Pew Pew at Sea cruise. So people have been asking, can we shoot up? Can we play airsoft on the boat? No, we cannot. However, part of my job tomorrow is to call the Bahamas to see if there's a way that we can get airsoft guns to Bahama Paintball, which is literally, I think it's half a mile away from the port. So we could play in the Bahamas. If not, we're definitely going to be playing at Miami Airsoft. Now, once people start confirming that they have their hotel rooms and everything else, the next question I'm going to do is call a distributor like Evike and see if we can get a bunch of pistols purchased and maybe engraved with the inaugural Pew Pew at Sea. The ultimate goal behind all of this is that this becomes a season opener. For those of you that are up in the frozen north, avast, mateys. Huh? What's the waving for?
Oh, because we're both in the frozen tundra of the north.
Yeah. For those of you that are in the frozen tundra of the north, March 3rd through 6th is usually highs of around 75 to 80 degrees. No snow. No snow. So we have until September 12th to book to fill our cabins. We have 30 cabins right now. Actually 32 cabins. Now, if you decide that you want to upgrade your cabins from what has been selected, here's a cool factor. It doesn't take away from our group, but you're still part of the group. So it helps out. So, for example, like if you decide, hey, I really don't want to, you know what, ocean suites are fun and all. Balconies are fun and all, but I want a suite as well. You could upgrade to a suite. It won't take away from our room obligations, if that makes sense. So that's worth it. Let's see, other fun stuff that goes through. The deposits are required of $50 per person or $100 per room. So if you're deciding to go the non-deposit, non-refundable route, like, hey, I want to save an extra $70 to $80 off your trip. Cool. Just make sure that if you don't know who's going with you and that other person, just don't list them yet. Just say, hey, here's a $100 deposit. Hold my room, non-refundable. I'll figure out who I'm adding in later on. So, like you, Buck, where you're like, I don't know if I can afford it.
Well, at first I thought it was $790 per person, so I thought it was going to end up being like $1,400 plus the extra expenditures for everything else. So I was like, that's a bit much, but $1,400 total, and then like $100 for a room in Miami for a night. I think I can pull it.
That's the other thing that we're doing as well. We're going to try to help everybody get figure out what their flight cost and their other things as well. So if you guys are really interested in going on the cruise and all that, it's always good to have your passport. If you don't already have a passport, you need an original copy of your birth certificate just to prove going in and out of the port and all that. But other than that, we are going to be going Thursday before the cruise to Miami Airsoft, and we're going to rate it. So the cool thing there is that we can take over the party room, so we could have our own private games instead of having to deal with all the plebs.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't mind dealing with the plebs as well, because I think that'd just be funny. Get me banned from Miami Airsoft. Let's go.
No, bad.
It's a
Bad
joke,
Buck.
not actually. I just want to punch Limit in the face.
Bad Buck. Bad.
Hey, those guys that hurt Damien and you deserve
that's not
it.
Limit Airsoft. Those guys and those guys aren't coming back, I don't think.
Either
to
way.
be honest with you. I don't know. I heard you go too hard there. Well, Brad, just don't say my mother sucks, and you don't have to worry about that. Sorry.
Someone has some unresolved feelings about that.
Let's see here. I'm just seeing if oh wow. Bahama Paintball evidently has 2-hour sessions, unlimited, all equipment including unlimited paintball, $40 per person. Wow.
What?
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's impressive.
If we can't bring our gear, I'm stowing mine at yours, and we're just gonna rent.
I'm just seeing if they're still open, which is good, right? So, but we might be able to talk. We might be able to talk to them. My goal is to try to get them some stuff, right? Because they want to get into airsoft and everything else, but it's just a matter of dealing with stuff there. So there will be a patch made for the cruise. It'll be an inaugural patch being made. We plan to do this every single year as a season opener. Try that again. How are you and like your friend Laz? I haven't talked to Laz. Haven't seen Laz at an event, so whatever. He ain't my problem. I mean, I'll probably see him at Sirius Viking 4, but that's about it. I mean, Laz is banned from there. He can't go in.
I take it Laz is not a good person.
Laz runs the tryhards, and they got shut down.
Ow.
I know, right, Tyler? That seems like it's a killer ass deal for paintball. I mean, $40 per person. I mean, I would go through a shit ton of paintballs. Like their current deal is like $50 per person with 2 mags of 100 paintballs. What's up, Brainerd? So, if you guys are wondering how do I go about contacting, you simply call this number. And get all that information right there. So when you call that number, extension 704-780, give them the group code of C4 Bravo 8 Victor 8 with a guest pin of 9111. Who is that saying that? It's probably on the Geigerland's chat. Wow, paint's come down a bit then. When I was playing paintball, paint was like $68 a box of 2,500. I always hated like the cost to play airsoft and all that. The markers were about the same price as they are now. So if you guys want a chance to come out, hang out, have a good time, get a nice little cruise in, go into the Caribbean, check out Pew Pew at Sea. If you're not part of the group, send us a message. We'll tell you how to get in there. Or simply search for Pew Pew at Sea online and request to join the group so you guys can get up to date on all the information. So the great thing is that you can put $50 deposit down and you can pay as you want up until December 12th. That's when the rest of the room fee is required. So you guys essentially have, 5 months to pay?
That's very reasonable.
Big House Community Restream. It's Franklin Cabrero. Franklin, I ain't getting into that with about Laz, man. Nice. You won't need a battle buddy. Oh, that was the other question that I knew it was a question I wanted to answer. So, what happens if you're a single person or only going by yourself because your spouse says screw this? By the way, this is a very spouse-friendly event because while you can hang out with all the airsoft nerds, they can all go off and do all the other cool cruise shit like spa and everything else as they see fit and as they want to. Hey, get away from that. So, but if you're going solo, we can set you up with a battle buddy for the cruise. So we'll just make sure that you're partnered with somebody that you're okay with. For those of you that are going there to get some cruise tail, so to speak, you all just have to come up with your own way of, with a sock on the door or not. Well, I know you want to. There you go.
Tie your barrel bag to the door.
Tie your barrel bag to the door. That's the other cool thing you could do too. You could decorate the door of your cabin. So there's a lot of cool stuff that.
Go for it.
$10 an error. So this week, so tomorrow and Thursdays are good times to call to book your guys' room. They are closed on the weekends. And unless you really like listening to their same damn hold shit for 4 straight hours, or at least an hour and a half, I would not advise calling them because it's the same damn trivia questions about their ships over and over and over again. Do you know Carnival was the first ever to have actual televised advertisements? Yes, Karen, I've heard you tell me 20 freaking times in the past 15 minutes.
Also, a quick question. Would you guys like to transition to the zombies after this?
I'm okay with that. I'm going to need a couple minutes to...
Yeah, I figured like 20-ish minutes and then we can do another stream.
Man, I got so pissed off because I got killed by the damn Zappy Zap again.
Ah, right.
Yeah, see, that's why I gave up like playing airsoft, playing paintball. Man, they just. Yes, Chris, I'm going to be at MA tomorrow. So is Damien. Damien's coming with me tomorrow, so we're going.
If any of you hurt Damien, I will come to Miami, and no one's gonna like me. Just be warned. Do not lay a finger on that boy.
All right. So from the response to the poll, I'm going to end the poll now. There was 77 people, 73% of you said that you're going. Or sorry, 76% of you said you're going. 13 votes. So we better have at least like 6 cruise rooms booked by Thursday, guys. Come on, let's do this.
Can't promise by Thursday. I can promise that I will definitely make sure that my reservation is done before, you said September 15th?
Is the wife going to come with you?
Yes,
September 12th.
Wife's coming. Oh, ew. Terrible date. No, don't worry about it. Disregard. Just.
Your wife's a terrible date?
No!
Oh my God, I'm going to clip that.
No, you
blow it up, and I'm going to share it, and I'm going to share it with her saying,
September
oh my God.
12th is the terrible date.
September 11th would be the terrible date.
It's a disregard. September 12th is my brother's birthday. I don't like my brother.
Yeah, nice try.
It's a legitimate thing. I have him blocked on everything.
I believe you.
I don't.
You want to be a cunt? We can do this. We'll do this.
Excuse me while I Kermit the Frog.
Blocked.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, no, it's too late. It's too late. It's
we
too
already
late.
have it established. You saying it's a terrible date with your wife.
Sending you a picture of this shit right now.
I ain't looking at it. That's photoshopped.
Fine, I'll send a video.
Have you?
Oh, look at this. Right there. That's my brother. Oh my God, this is reality. Mark wants to fight about it.
Fight about what? What are you guys fighting about?
Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you exactly what we're talking about.
She
Yeah,
can't
He's
hear
saying
you.
that you're a bad date.
She can't hear you.
What?
So
He said you're a bad date. He said you're a bad date.
no, I did not
He
say
said you're a bad
That's
date.
what you
a
said.
bad date joke.
I'm a bad date.
He said you're a bad date.
I'm wearing earbuds, you dumbass.
So it depends on how good those earbuds are. She might hear me.
I have you done like 20%. Anyway, he was telling me the date for when the reservations for the cruise are to be done and over with, and they were September 12th, and I said it was a terrible date after I had said I was bringing you. So he construed it as I was saying you were a terrible date, not that September 12th is a terrible day.
Oh, but that makes sense because you said it in the same
Oh, for
thing.
fuck's sakes! Get out of the office!
I love you.
I sent her a message on Facebook.
You sent my wife a message on Facebook?
Yeah. Hey,
Are
that's
you
what happened
friends with
when
my wife on Facebook?
No, I'm friends with you on Facebook, and I can see your relationship status on Facebook. So unless you're married to somebody else, ooh, you got a problem, sir.
Nope, definitely not married to someone else.
I am so gonna clip that.
Seriously, you think he could pull that off more than once?
He's got a point.
Join the
you guys all
club of
saw her.
I
She's
married up,
gorgeous.
sir. Yeah, you definitely married up like I did.
Fuck you. Also, before I forget, I'm gonna fucking launch BattleNet so I am not out of date.
Anybody else on the license plates in the bus that you threw a buck under?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it
Buck
backed up
threw
at least
himself
twice.
under the bus. Okay, I mean,
It was
Good
FU
job, stupid.
4269.
Nice.
oh God.
Because I'm an idiot.
I just realized I don't think me and Buck are friends on Facebook.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
You're not friends with me on Facebook?
I don't think so.
I am offended. No, I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we're friends.
Send me a message real quick. So I can't find you.
Gamer.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
you
I
are
have-
friends with him. I'm looking at your profile page under my mutuals with him.
It's because I have my legal name in there and not the name I'm changing my name to.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't find it.
Well, technical legal first name, not last name. It's not important. Don't disregard me. I'm an idiot.
Evidently, because you went on, you went on a live stream and said that your wife's a bad date.
I feel like if I get an intro, that's going to be added to it. Hates his wife.
It is now.
Oh, for fuck! I am never going to stop swearing on your stream just for that. I actually worked on one. I think it's decent. Oh yeah, I got to send you an invite to the Discords soon.
No problem. So yeah, guys, we're 30 minutes out, I think. Any other questions, Condries? Got thrown under the battle bus. Nice, Brainerd.
A plus.
It's too flashy. It's too flashy.
Oh, fine.
It literally just has to say, well, it's Buck.
Okay.
Yeah. Geez, girls, first you want Joker's wife to fight Wiener, now you want her to go after Joker. I have nothing to do with it. Buck's the one that said it. I'm getting Buck's ass kicked, not my own. Look, he said, well, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go right to it and find it right now.
Hey man, if my wife punches me while we're having sex, I'm totally fine.
Oh, hold on. Don't blame Gert for Joker's wife wanting to fight Wiener. That's all Wiener's fault. He's the one that ran his mouth without thinking.
Don't feel bad. Virtue asked me to cons so you can find them on Facebook. Fair enough. What?
Tell you what, I ask you whose people's names are to remember who they are in real life.
You can watch the stream back later.
Tell them about your butt plug.
What?
Tell them about your plug.
Can't promise by Thursday.
All I heard was tell them about your plug, and now I'm curious.
No, we're not getting into that.
Yes, wife's coming to top. Terrible.
Oh.
No.
And no one's
How about no?
Oh yeah, I am clipping this shit right now because it's going through. I am doing this. I
I assume you're just gonna send them all to my wife.
Oh yeah, you're damn straight I am.
All right. She's just gonna laugh at them later.
All right, record screen. Let's do this. Nope. Tools. Hey, where the hell is it?
We're gonna play Cold War.
Yeah, Cold War.
Oh, record.
I'll be right back.
Record from a PC screen. Wrong screen. Which screen is it recording? Damn it! I'm telling you, I'm totally doing this. Like right now in real time.
I believe you. I don't think it's going to work very well for you, but
Just be warned. Do not lay a finger on that boy. All right, so from the response to the poll, I'm going to end the poll now. There was 73% said that
he's trying so hard right now.
Dude, it's hilarious. I just wanted to grab a snack because it's going to take a minute. It's going to be like 3 days later. He's going to message you. Got it.
Finally got it.
Can't promise by Thursday.
There we go.
I can promise that I will definitely.
It's coming up right now.
Is the wife going to come with you? Yes, wife's coming with her.
It took you so long just for that tiny giggle, dude.
Your wife's a terrible date? No. Oh my God, I'm going to clip that. No, I'm going to put it up and I'm going to share it and I'm going to share it with her saying,
What's even worse is you said it worse. It sounds actually worse than what you actually said, which is even better.
All right, so
and this is where I just backing out of the
rings.
From the response to the poll, I'm going to end the poll now. There was 73% of you said that you're going. 76% of you said you're going. 13 votes. So we better have at least 6 by Thursday. Can't promise.
Yes, Andrew. Cold War Zombies is preferable amongst most of the zombies. I think the last one that was actually good, comparable in style, was Black Ops 3. Vanguard's was the worst one that has ever existed.
What? I like Vanguard.
Vanguard is trash.
If you've got a good group of people, Vanguard's awesome.
Because you make it funny when you have good friends. That's the only thing that saves the game. The game in and of itself, if you cannot play it on your own and enjoy yourself, it's not worth the time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Your wife's a terrible date? Oh my God, I'm going to clip that.
Here's a question for Virtue or Buck if he's a Tech 2. Would a Jefferton Active Break 2 be a worthy replacement for the stock MOSFET once my microswitch dies on my SEMA Platinum MP5?
Just get an Aster.
Black Ops 2 Zombies was good. I think they definitely could have done better for the time period. I think where they really missed the mark was Transit, in my opinion, but that's just a personal preference. I wasn't a huge on Black Ops 2 personally, but it was pretty good. Black Ops 1 and World at War are still the best zombies. I agree with you. That's why I think Black Ops 3 was preferable, because they took all of those maps and stuck them in Black Ops 3 with updated graphics, better guns, etc. So I think it just rounded out.
Sorry. Let me elaborate on that for you, Tyler. I say good, just get a Gate Aster. The Active Break 2, unless you are going for a ridiculously high rate of fire, is a waste of money. And if you are going for a ridiculous rate of fire, I would say get good.
And just for reference, I do physical teching, like on the exterior of the gun. I don't do internal teching. I have a guy for that. And that is Salty. He is on my team, and at some point he'll end up on the stream at some point.
Hold on. Here we go.
Aster is cheaper than Titan, correct? Yes. That I do know.
And I know that, like, you're going for the... Yeah, the Aster is cheaper than the Titan.
I'm cheap and lazy.
The Aster honestly is the best way to go if you're on a budget. The Titan's great. I tell everybody, just get the Titan Basic. There's legit no reason to pay for the Titan Advance unless you are building a gun to be an asshole.
Pretty much.
Oh, there we go.
What?
Is the wife going to come with you?
Yes,
September 12th.
wife's coming. Oh, yeah. Terrible date. No, don't worry about it. Disregard. Just
Your wife's a terrible date?
No!
Oh my God, I'm going to clip that.
I hate you. I'm gonna catch you lacking one of these days, man.
Oh,
just like Limit.
Send me that video.
The next game
15th?
I'm at, I don't.
Is the wife going to come with you?
Yes,
September 12th.
wife's coming. Oh, ew. Terrible.
Wife's
date.
coming. Oh, ew.
No, don't worry about it. Disregard. Just
Your wife's a terrible date?
No!
Oh my God, I'm going to clip that. Boy, how's that shoe taste? Rubber.
The
and
next game
leather.
I'm at with you, I am going to hunt you and stick an APS Thunder Devil to your ass.
Sid, you have it. By the way, so does your wife, Buck.
I know. She just told me.
Ew.
Wow. Gert, I can't answer that because I don't know what gear set you have in it.
Oh.
I cannot remember to save my life if they have a high torque gear set or a high speed gear set in the Noveski Gen 4.
Oh man.
I can find it out later and let you know.
Buck's gonna be like, "You fucking suck, sir." When my dad left. Just remember, Buck, you're not the one that set a smoke off in the house. That is very true. But the smoke dissipates. That clip lasts forever.
It's on the internet.
The Noveski Gen 4 has the Silver Edge.
Is it the Silver Edge gearbox?
Silver Edge SDU2.
All right, so it's a high torque. Actually, I don't even know if these are still available. Hold on.
They are still available, these ones.
No, the motor I'm looking at. The motor.
Okay.
Before I make a recommendation, I want to make sure you can actually still get it.
That's valid.
Oh man.
All right, cool. So ASG Infinity makes a nice high torque CNC motor. My normal suggestion at this point would be go with a brushless motor, but then you have to do a bunch of stuff with your gears to make sure it all works together. But the ASG Infinity, they have a CNC high torque motor. It's literally like that farm truck that keeps working and nobody knows why, but if you pick it right, it keeps going. That's what I'm running in a couple of these guys. They just work and they're not that expensive. I want to say last time I got one, they were like $60, maybe 50. They just work. Stay away from the 6mm Pro Shop, overly expensive and completely useless motor. They're basically charging $100 for what's essentially a rebranded G&G stock motor. Because it's 6mm Pro Shop, you know. They are the new Walmart of airsoft.
Unfortunately.
Hey, somebody's got to be the Walmart of it, right?
Was JG for a little bit.
JGs are horrible.
I know.
Horrible.
Their newest offerings they're not great. They're just better. It's the only way I can put it.
Hello.
It's like we suck slightly less now. Please buy our.
They're like the Target of airsoft.
It's the Target.
Just buy a G36C.
Oh,
Hey,
hard pass.
Is that why your dad left Stu to go get a G36C?
I think it's funny whenever we get the MP7 alphas in here. Those guys crack me up.
Dude, I've got 3 of them in parts back here because people were waiting for the HPA kits to come out that got canceled.
This is not the Cora show.
That's what you think.
We're not here for you.
You are not a lapdog.
Brainerd. What do you mean? 6mm is a great brand, totally not rebranded defect parts.
I wish it were true.
I wonder
There's
if 6mm Pro Shop is the company behind the Get Good gaming inhalants. And I'm pretty sure if Airsoft Innovation was around, they would be the ones with the ammonia ones.
Leave Callie alone. Go. Go find mommy. Growl at her. Go. Out. Come here, Callie.
To be fair, somebody just came out with a new G36 that didn't suck. And let me see if I can find it.
I know. Are you saying hi?
I'm trying to see if there's like any super redeemable parts that 6mm Pro Shop has.
They make really cheap disposable grenades. Where is it? Oh, of course, it's out of stock again. So there's an H&K G36C competition series that's OEM through Umarex. They actually built a gearbox that makes sense.
God damn it. Ow.
And out of stock. It's just about out of stock everywhere. So apparently people realized it didn't suck. Because the original Umarex ones were crap.
Oh yeah, do you guys remember 6mm Pro Shop's attempt at the Terminator shotgun?
Oh God.
Everybody and their mother bought that frickin' shotgun.
I will never understand why.
Because it looked cool, man. Don't be a hater.
No.
Cool, that one that I bought.
Well, it's like the first generation of the John Wick Baba Yaga high kappas when they came out. They were a train wreck.
My mom's dead. Thanks, Buck.
Wait, what? Did she die of disappointment?
No, she probably laughed too hard because you had a basic
breaking my heart.
bought that gun.
You're breaking my heart, Stu. I hope Stu comes to the cruise because it's going to be cool just to hang out with Stu during the cruise.
We should get a room and just have a roast session where we just roast our chat. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Tyler. The 6mm spring grenade. It's like a cheap. They're $15 now, and they used to be like $10. It was a cheap grenade that I didn't care if it got lost.
And you didn't care if it broke.
Yeah, well, no, it was gonna break. There wasn't a if.
Whack. Half the time, those things don't even freaking work.
Well, they re-released them with some changes after feedback from actual people that use the old ones. So they did things like the actual springs are off center now, so that the two flaps don't hit each other and stop. They actually go out all the way.
It'll probably cause an international incident. Yeah, but you know what? That's where the stories start. So we're not allowed at Carnival anymore. Why not? Well, see, it all started with Stu, Sin, and I went down to the bar.
Did you enjoy the clip Joker sent you?
I haven't looked at it yet. I'm sorry.
Actually, now that I think about it, 6mm Pro Shop does make one awesome product, and I actually use it. Anybody that was at Syndicate 2 or at Bad Blood saw my Space Gat. That body kit is from 6mm Pro Shop.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay. You just told her
she's mad at you.
No,
Yeah. Oh, I like how he muted us now. so. Don't kiss him. You don't know what he said.
Oh.
Boy, you're going on a cruise now, man. I'll just keep throwing you under the bus. Make up for it. Fine, honey. I'll take you on a cruise.
Funny thing is, neither of us have been on a cruise, so this will be hers and my first.
Yeah, I did day cruises before. They were okay, but ew, she has cooties.
Yeah, well, she's hot, so worth.
Oh, I love doing this.
Oh.
All right. Anything else? They make 1911 mags that are less expensive than Elite Force ones. What differences?
If only that translated to their freaking M4 mags.
Or any
But
other mag they made.
speak.
Honestly, the 1911 mags are still kind of don't drop them. Don't drop them.
She's laughing at the clip.
It does sound like you said it was a terrible date.
See? Oh, ew, terrible date. Because it's right after I said, "Is your wife coming?" Oh yeah, ew, it's a terrible date.
Do you want to join the conversation for a moment?
Okay, I'm still working on the bedroom.
How's it going?
I moved a lot of stuff.
What?
You should make him do it because he called you a terrible date.
Fuck off.
What did he say?
You should make him do it because he called you a terrible date. I can't because she has a very particular way. She does this like every 3 months. She'll go into the bedroom and go, "I don't like the way it's set up anymore," and then we'll change everything.
That's called nesting.
We're getting a new house soon, so
She's just
Rearrange
practicing.
the living room the same way.
I haven't rearranged the living room in 6 months. What are you on about?
That's a streak for you.
Yeah,
No,
Brad,
it's
I'm not
not.
reading that comment out loud.
You had it at an L corner. It was terrible.
It was great.
It was not.
It takes up so much more space now. Don't give me the I don't give a shit look.
I haven't rearranged my living room in like 5 years.
Did you just wave me off?
I just
Like
did
a-
that.
He already said you're a bad date. Yeah, what do you expect? He's gonna wave you off too.
What the fuck's my Nerf gun? Need to keep that at the desk so I can shoot you.
Shocker in the high range.
Probably is.
Wow, Stu. Jeez.
She's gonna shoot me with it now.
Oh, no, I found
You
it.
brought it into the argument, man.
I mean, yeah,
Here,
I'm staying the hell out of that one.
Liddy.
here you go.
I'm back.
No.
Breaking news: somewhere in New York, man dies from Nerf gun incident.
I'm ready.
Ball.
Oh man.
Ooh, I got a couple of modded of those around here.
What, Nerf guns?
Oh yeah, dude, I've got like 2 steamer tanks full of modded Nerf guns.
I'll win this fight. Don't
The only
even
thing I
try.
want to see happen right now at this exact second is all of a sudden airsoft Nerf darts all in Buck's face.
Go ahead.
We all know Buck loves taking it to the face.
That's just sad. Oh!
That one's sad.
Ow!
Told you weren't gonna win this.
Why am I not shooting anything?
I'm just waiting for him to take one of the eye.
I know, right?
What is happening?
What the fuck?
It's okay,
I guess
Buck.
the
You're
rest
making
of them
forward
are
to that.
Oops.
Just shot the mic.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys, we got 10 minutes left. Any more questions? Anything else I can help you guys out with?
That would be funny. She shot at him. He went to go dodge it, and then because he's on that stupid ball, he falls off and busts his ass.
I almost did. Ah, fuck.
All right. So
Ow! Can you stop shooting me in the tit, please?
Hey, whoever that is, you're showing up late to the party.
I don't know who that is either. I think it's
It really
check
hurts.
the. the other chats. That Geigerland's
I
maybe.
am on the community page. I don't see it.
Okay, hang on.
That's Sam Adams.
Mark what I'm holding.
Sure.
I'll
She wants to show off her Nerf
before it
gun.
shows up on the page.
I don't know. Somebody's bigger. It's really bad when your wife's bigger than you.
Hey, she's just compensating. Fuck, dry fire.
Scared the hell out of me.
Hey, Sam, did you hear about the pew pew at sea? I don't know if I actually added him yet or not. Will you stop shooting your wife?
I mean, if you let me. I'm not gonna say it on stream. I'm not gonna say it on stream.
That is terrifying.
Oh, Sam's already invited.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you all enjoyed that segment.
Is that the one that you? Yeah, the hammer shots. I did for charity events. I did an Iron Man theme, a Captain America theme, and a Hulk theme hammer shot. Smurf ended up winning 2 of them.
Of course she did. That's lovely.
Why does it smell like semen?
Wow. Anyway,
we're talking about PP at sea. I'm talking about sailors.
Uh-huh.
Demonetized.
It smells like sailors in here. It doesn't roll off the same way.
Shooting your wife now, that sounds like a bad date.
Hey, I think her plan still for my birthday is she's getting us lightsabers and we're just gonna freaking duel it out.
Yeah, we are.
Where is my lightsaber?
Mine are hanging up on the wall.
I can't see them.
I just programmed mine.
They hurt.
I'm gonna send Buck the video of what mine does.
I'm not gonna say what I'm doing right now.
I don't want to know what you're doing right now, okay?
just so
I mean, not for nothing, but
just know the support is real.
He's aiding my wound.
I did not need to know that.
Wow.
It's not as bad as you think. I'm not that dirty.
Nope.
Just stop talking.
Clap it!
All right, guys, we're coming down the wire, so get those questions in if you got any.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Wow, Gert. Wow. All right, Buck, check your messages.
That's nice. Where'd you get yours through?
Saberforge.
Oh, no shit. We were going to order through Level Up.
Did you hear the sound?
Oh, I did not.
Are there any Safari Land?
You need to send that to Joker to play on stream for context.
All right, hold
on. Is there any Safari Land holsters that'll hold any of the high kappas you make?
Yeah, there are 2, but I don't recommend Safari Land holsters. So DEO sells a universal holster that works amazingly well, and I personally use an Omnivore because it holds everything. The problem with Safari Land holsters is quality control. If it'll fit one high kappa, but it won't fit another because of how they're made. I have run through. I cannot count how many Safari Land holsters, and for the cost of a Safari Land holster, you can just get the Omnivore, and the Omnivore will hold anything. It's a universal holster. Same thing with the universal and the DEO cells. I
Or if
can
you're really
specifically
desperate, you can just
build
have
one to
weapons.
fit in a Safari Land holster, but your slide options are very limited.
That's
You
weird.
could also have a friend if you got a friend that does Kydex holsters.
Yeah.
If you're willing to pay for it.
Like Tax, Sam Johnson from Tax Tactical Airsoft Combat Simulations. They make some pretty good Kydex stuff. Or of course,
Yeah. What's
Milwaukee
the other
Mountain.
guys like Kentucky Mountain or something Mountain?
Milwaukee Kydex?
Maybe. It's the same brand that Amp carries, and he showed up to
Yeah.
the one event.
Yeah, that's
Milwaukee Custom Kydex.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
MCK.
All right. I sent it to Joker.
I did, but it won't let me play it in full screen mode. It says this content is not available right now. But we've already shown this before.
Oh yeah. Right. Wait. What? Put the QLS on the Omnivore. QLS. My brain is drawing a blank. The light?
You see what Gert just asked?
No, it's not. The SAI is SAI 2011. One of these. That's what this came off of. Those guns run for about 3 months before the hammer cracks.
Yikes.
If you buy one, you can gut it and rebuild it to something better, but you're going to run into a bunch of parts issues because there's a bunch of proprietary parts. So, like, to put a decent blowback housing, you have to Dremel out the slide. It's really annoying.
And if you don't have a Dremel, good luck filing that down.
I tell everybody right now, my go-to is TM High Kappa, if you can find one, especially if you're going to build in it. And oddly enough, as much as I hate to say this, the Valken and the Lancer High Kappa are actually very nice to build in. DEO actually has a couple of custom Lancers I built for them while I was down there. I was shocked and I wanted to hate myself for what I was doing because it said Lancer on it.
All right. With that all being said, let's recap for tonight's stream.
Hold on. Yeah, Stu, you have to modify the locking system. That's what I run.
All right. So to recap for the night, we Geigerlands is still a go. Come on out August 26th through the 28th at the Crescent Haunted Sanatorium in Crescent, Pennsylvania. It's going to be a really badass event. Go to obhmilsom.com to get your tickets, or other words, just check on this lovely caption right here. Geigerland tickets below. obhmilsom.com. Get your tickets. Come to this awesome event. We are also going to be doing Pew Pew at Sea. So if you guys are really trying to figure out where to go for Pew Pew at Sea, simply go to Facebook, search Pew Pew at Sea. The only group that comes up is ours. You can click on it, join it, and we'll go from there. Which I found it weird because the group is set to private and we can't unset it from private. So sorry, guys. But let's go up there. Okay, I want to know what to do with the pistol. Theme it with players wanted in theme. Send it to Joker. Sounds like it's the look on Virtue's face is not good.
He's still mad, rightfully so.
So check out Pew Pew at Sea, guys. It's going to be a really awesome Facebook cruise. It's going to be a cruise for airsofters. Check out the Facebook page. Go ahead and get your cabins. $396 per person. for interior cabins, and it's like $524 per person for balcony. So get your go ahead and reserve your cruise. You can pay it in installments. You have after you pay your deposit, you have until December 12th to get your to pay your cruise off in full. Come join us down in Miami as we go to the Bahamas. For those of you up to the frozen north, it'll be a hell of a good way to get out of the snow and a great way to start off the airsoft season. We also talked about how bad of a husband Buck is by telling his wife she's a bad date. If you guys are in the South Florida area tomorrow, I'm going to be going to Miami Airsoft. Damien is coming with me. We're going to play some airsoft. We're going to do some pews. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Also, we have now monetized memberships. So if you guys click that little $sign, join up, hit the membership. There's going to be some cool stuff that we put out there in the future. There'll be some limited edition giveaways for members only. Probably starting as soon as we have, say, 10 members, we'll throw up our first our first raffle for members only. So with that all being said, I'm Joker from Players Wanted. With me is the man for the Mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinistar, and Buck. Until next time, pay your BB flat true. Your opponents call your hit.